hear my voice is lifted. Gifted, I foresaw the end, I ripped it. The whole enchilada with a side of avocado. I came down from my fences, desperados. My flow should be sold at low. Next to the 2x4s, an electric range stove. The bolts and screws, home and approved. Gentiles and Jews, penning on views. Broken for you, my moment approaching. The coaching, the ocean is waving. The money I'm saving, the arrest I'm evading. The models I'm dating, this cup of mine keep cascading. God has engraved me into the palm of his hand. I'm in the best hands. I be washing Jeezy's dishes, pots and pans. I keep the law of the land. I speak because I can. Legalize blacks, legislate that. Hurry up, please, because a brother can't breathe. Kaepernick kneel, the world stood still. The level of hate was so unreal. I foresaw the end right before the hook. Hating is not a good look. I took from the good book. I feel like a tree planted by a river brook. Let me cook them surgically with this sword. Will put my vocal cord itching to release the source of my peace. I'm flipping verses on these tracks like an acrobat. Yeah, glory to the Father, he implemented a plan. Jesus carried it out, it is finished. The Spirit and power, blessing after blessing. We win this, we win this. My spirit's mine. We win this, we win this, we win this. My spirit's mine. My spirit smile, my spirit smiles. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Think about it, think about it. Man, Jesus did that. We win this, we win this. My spirit get it. We win this. Do you hear what I'm saying? We win this. My knees buckle, my spirit chuckle. We win this, we win this. Oh.
From the storm, ain't nobody see it. No. Came from the storm, I was lost in it. Now I got racks, I'm a boss with it. They didn't see when I was down bad. Now every move got a cost with it. I had to grind through the madness. Pain turned me into a savage. Now I just glide through the chaos. I made a way out the damage. Well, down on the storm, I was fighting myself. Had to build it alone, I ain't asked for no help. They was sleeping on me, now they watching my steps. Now I move like a king, I don't deal with the rest. I done seen it get dark, I ain't fold, I adapt. Every loss that I took, I just turned it to racks. I ain't chasing no love, I just stay in my bag. Now the same ones doubting, try to say I'm the man. Yeah, I've been quiet, I don't speak much, but my vibe tell it all when I pull up. I was lost in the rain, now I leveled up. Now I'm floating above, I ain't regular. Came from the storm, I was lost in it. Now I got racks, I'm a boss with it. They didn't see when I was down bad. Now every move got a cost with it. I had to grind through the madness. Pain turned me into a savage. Now I just glide through the chaos. I made a way out the damage. I had nights I was thinking about giving up. Had to fight through the doubt, had to live it up. Now I'm up and they see how I'm living now, but they don't know the pain that it took to get up. I done been through the fire, ain't panic. I was moving through life with no plan. Now I'm solid, I know who I am. I ain't worried about nobody's hand. Yeah, I just stay in my zone. I don't need nobody else. I was down on my own. Now I'm up on myself. Yeah, all that pressure made me, all that pain changed me. I ain't the same me. I had to go through it all. Came from the storm, I was lost in it. Now I got racks, I'm a boss with it. They didn't see when I was down bad. Now every move got a cost with it. I had to grind through the madness. Pain turned me into a savage. Now I just glide through the chaos. I made a way out the damage. I did. Yeah. Came from the storm. Still standing. Still.
Man, that sounds so hard, man. That song, man, run that back one more time, man. Hold up, man.
Came from the storm.
Came from the storm.
Ain't nobody see it.
Oh, that's what I was going through.
Came from the storm, I was lost in it. Now I got racks, I'm a boss with it. They didn't see when I was down bad.
I was down bad, y'all see that?
Now every move got a cost with it.
Oh, really?
I had to grind through the madness. Pain turned me into a savage. Now I just glide through the chaos. I made a way out the damage. But down on the storm, I was fighting myself. Had to build it alone, I ain't asked for no help.
Build it alone, they ask for no help.
Sleeping on me, now they watching my steps.
Oh, no.
Now I move like a king, I don't deal with the rest.
Yeah.
I done seen it get dark, I ain't fold, I adapt.
Yeah, I gotta listen to the words, man.
Every loss that I took, I just turned it to racks. I ain't chasing no love, I just stay in my bag.
In my bag, I ain't chasing no love.
Trying to say I'm the man.
Hey, hold up.
Quiet, I don't speak much, but my vibe tell it all when I pull up. I was lost in the rain, now I leveled up. Now I'm floating above, I ain't regular.
Hey.
Came from the storm, I was lost in it. Now I got racks, I'm a boss with it. They didn't see when I was down bad. Every move got a cost with it.
Yeah.
I had to go through the madness. Pain turned me into a savage. Now I just glide through the chaos. I made a way out the damage. I had nights I was thinking about giving up. Had to fight through the doubt, had to live it up. Now I'm up and they see how I'm living now, but they don't know the pain that it took to get up. I done been through the fire, ain't panic. I was moving through life with no plan. Now I'm solid, I know who I am. I ain't worried about nobody's hand. Yeah, I just stay in my zone. I don't need nobody else. I was down on my own. Now I'm up by myself. Yeah, all that pressure made me. All that pain changed me. I ain't the same me. I had to go through it all. Came from the storm, I was lost in it. Now I got racks, I'm a boss with it. They didn't see when I was down bad. Now every move got a cost with it. I had to grind through the madness. Pain turned me into a savage. Now I just glide through the chaos. I made a way out the damage. I did.
Hey, man, that sounds hard, man. That's how I'm saying something, man.
Still standing.
That's how I'm saying something, man. You ain't been through nothing. You ain't understanding. If you ain't been through nothing, you're not gonna feel that. But when you had people hating on you, when you had people try to X you out, you had people lie on you, when you didn't have nobody in your corner, and you were broke, and you still made it, And words gonna mean something. We got a good topic tonight. The 80-20 rule in marriage. Explain why relationships fail. Yeah, we gonna go down through that. He gonna take me through that. Take me through that. Where we going, twin? Yeah, so a divorce lawyer by the name of James Sexton, somebody I really like listening to, if I'm being real. We're going to look at one of his videos. Matter of fact, we're going to start reviewing a lot of his content because he's like the top divorce lawyer. And he's a YouTuber and he puts out a lot of great content. So we're going to go down. I'm going to start finding more of his content. But before we do that, who we got in the goddamn building is what I want to know. Let me go to the goddamn comments, man. Hold on. Who we got in the goddamn building? Let me go up, man. Who we got in the building? I see goddamn OGJ Speed ran a panel last night, ran a show over here. Shout out to OG, man. Sometimes I have to take the OG off his name and call him J Speed. Some days I can call him OG. It just depends on what he got going on. Sometimes he don't act like OG. But shout out to OGJ Speed, man. I know I was getting on his nerves last night, but it is what it is. E-Dub in the building. What it do? Luis. Goddamn P. Smurf in the goddamn building. E-Dub. Who is that? Man, that's a song I made, brother. And I hadn't put it out. It ain't out yet, so don't even ask for it, P. Smurf. Let me make you some gospel Hebrew. I'm gonna keep the Sabbath day music. That's what you need, P. Smurf. I'm gonna make some keep the Sabbath day. I'm gonna make a song called The Sabbath for P. Smurf. No pork, no pork. I won't. I'm making a no pork song. P. Smurf, I'm gonna make you no pork song. Now, you know what? Now I got a song for P. Smurf. Skinny jeans make me feel fine. Y'all will make P. Smurf a song. Say skinny jeans make me. Yo, all right, whoever got in the building. Let me kick you on. We got Wolf Tickets. The biggest lie on YouTube. Wolf Tickets. Shout out to Wolf Tickets, man. Then we got Karen. Yeah, we got a Karen in the building. She gonna say something, but I don't care. What in the bootleg music video going on here? Karen, don't hate. Don't do that. Clarity, don't hate. Shout out to, man, put some color in the chat, man. Coming over here, man, without putting no color in the chat. Yeah, Clarity, that should have been a color in the chat while you talking about what in the bootleg music. That should have been a super chat, Clarity. Shout out to goddamn P. Smurfer for the first one putting color in the chat. For the DJ. Oh, damn my DJ. Go DJ. Oh, damn my DJ. Go DJ. Oh, damn my DJ. Yeah, on that type of time. Y'all, who else we got in the building, man? Hold on. I'm shouting y'all. Y'all give me a second, man. Hold on. Shout out to Rod Neal in the goddamn building. My boy been losing weight. Tell your old lady, Tell your wife, Rod Neal, keep that same energy. Before I start losing weight, keep that same energy. When he start wearing these muscle shirts and his shorts get a little short in the winter, in the summertime, listen, tell your wife, Rod, tell you that. Shout out to the dog Rod Neal, stand up guy for sure, 100% grateful for all of the above, man. Can't nothing to say about that brother, man. Because y'all know I call niggas out. I call myself out. Getting over my thoughtism. Y'all haven't been a thought lately. I've been an honest, loving, celibate man. Something is wrong with me. Shout out to Angel, Taylor, May, Tara. You supposed to be coming to Dallas soon, right, Tara? If you pull up, I'll let your boy. Clarity. Well, hello, Wolf Cap. To you too. That nigga Wolf Stacks is the biggest liar on YouTube. I swear to God. Look, P. Smurf, the holy Christian guy, talking about 420. Listen, man. 420 in the shop with those rack on me. Oh, that boy said he got that paper. Oh, you with the racks. Okay. Nigga's a grown rapper. Basically what he telling me. Tony Golden in the goddamn building. A member of the platform. All right, we got goddamn JT in the building. Well, JT, where you been this weekend? You wasn't messing with us this weekend? It's cool. And we supposed to do the whole stream, but don't worry about it. You ain't want to do no stream with me, JT. It's cool. I see what type of nigga you is. Stay over there in the D. Yeah, stay over there in Detroit. Y'all niggas be capping, talk about you want to do a show, didn't even do a show with me. It's okay with JT. Summer, the hypocritical Christian. Shout out to Summer. Summer, my dog, though. Yeah, I'm on y'all neck tonight. I'm roasting everybody. I'm just going down and out roasting people. I couldn't roast Tony Golden because I don't know nothing about it, but yeah, I'm roasting y'all niggas. Auntie, be in your business. Auntie, out of respect of your husband, I'm going to let you make it. Because I've been seeing the comments you've been making in the chat, trying to hook me up with Dory. I've been seeing it. I see everything. Sometimes I be on my Stephen Wonder, my Ray Charles, y'all. Sometimes y'all see some comments, I just thought, yeah, that's what I be on. All right, let me see. Trey must be on that 420 today. I do not smoke. I'm drug free, Karen. This is actually me, y'all. I'm really a comedian in real life. Like, I really like to have fun. So y'all be catching me on the days I just be kind of tired. I be kind of sleepy, so I just be I be chilling. But this is the real me. What y'all getting at? Straight up comedian. I think I missed my calling. I should start doing stand up for real. If I'm keeping it gangster, you know what I'm talking about. We got Unlikely, the nigga that talk over everybody and talk too much. Unlikely. He is unlikely to stay on topic. He is unlikely to stay on topic. I promise you. But shout out to Unlikely, man. What to do, my boy? Not the skinny jean ride there. LOL. Reality, what's up? Love, bro. You disrespect me and call me out my name. I put the covenant. Hey, y'all, I'm just reading let me see. Bacon crap. What's good? Trey, I got you Friday. Already, Wolf. You know, man, y'all know we just having fun. God dang, I am Queen Tori. Hey, Trey and the Chitnat. Shout out, she's a member. If you're not a member on the platform, get your membership and quit playing with your life. Love and blessings. Everybody laughing. I see an ad came on so I can hear. Trey, my arms are still hurt. Come on, man, because you don't work out, nigga. Sign the UP Smurf. Trip, I thought 80-20 was a startup pay me plan. Trip, what up, boy? Harmon, what up? JT laughing. All right, man. I'm catching up on these goddamn, man. She talking about I stop until he gets sleepy. Trip, what up? Trip, hey, and I got you tomorrow, Trip. I'm gonna put the word out tomorrow. We call you every day this year. Man, whatever. Chill out. He talking about what? Goddamn Cody, what up, gang? Let me see. Not the skin is in Pittsburgh. Summer good day. Still good. All right, let me go on and drop this link, man. Let me drop the link in the chat. See who pulling up today. See who gonna pull up today. Who gonna pull up today? Y'all, hold on. I'm gonna let me go. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Y'all gonna pull up though. I am back, y'all. My bad. I had to make sure my son was asleep. You know what I'm talking about? Got test tomorrow. Take your little butt to bed, boy. Don't have me up, up trying to play that goddamn video game. You got a test in the morning, boy. They're gonna have me. Yeah, start throwing it, boy. Don't play with me now. Don't play with me now. Listen, man, listen, let me tell y'all something. I heard all women are crazy. That's what I heard. Hey, dog, what to do? I heard all women are psychopaths. That's what a professional psychiatrist said. So y'all can get mad at me all y'all want. I'm just telling y'all what a psychiatrist said. I would play the video, but I don't feel like playing it. But he said that. I'm telling y'all. I swear to God. That man said that with his chest. Scrap in there. Man, who pulling up tonight? Man, I done dropped the goddamn link, man. Where y'all at, man? So we can get to work, man. You know what I'm about. Cali folks, roll call, California in the building. Yeah, we know some in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the California people. Make sure y'all like and share, get the likes up. If you have not liked the stream, make sure you wipe your goddamn feet before you walk through the door. Get the likes up. That'd be the first thing. Hey, and listen, when y'all go back and watch the live streams, make sure y'all hype the goddamn video too. When y'all go back and watch the live streams, make sure y'all hype the video, man. Make sure y'all hype the video, man.
Bro, you ain't that funny, homie.
That's all good, man. Nobody care about you.
Chicago, you check in, okay?
Boy, look, I'm not checking in nothing when I come to Chicago, boy.
Come to Chicago, you check in. I got VIP for you. You check in over here, big homie.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna check in with Rose. That's what I'm checking in with.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad.
That's gonna Rose gonna be my bodyguard.
Dax may be mad at you. A couple of other guys may be mad at you.
I'm gonna hire Rose to be my bodyguard.
Yeah.
I sure can't hire Harwin because he ain't gonna but pray for a nigga and get into it with a nigga.
Harwin gonna pull out. Real's right up the street too. Chicago Real, he right up the street, and Rose, that's right up the street.
Stay sucker frizz the campaign, know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. But
what's good? What's good tonight, bro?
I'm not nervous, but I swear to God, bro.
Bro, I'm a pen collector. I got one of the dopest pens, bro.
But you just put them on?
Huh?
You gonna put them on?
I just got a collection of them. You know what I'm saying? I put them in my cigar shop.
Okay, gotcha. Shout out to my boy P. Zion Niski. Hope I said that right. If I said it wrong, correct me, please. For gifting a membership, y'all. We got one membership, y'all. Y'all know every day we have goals. The goals are always going across the bottom of the screen. Every night, my goal is 10 memberships. And I told y'all I'm going to start taking wrenches if you're not a member. If you're not a member, I'm taking your rent. Start becoming a member and keep your goddamn membership. So if you're not super chatting on a regular, then you're still supporting the content. Y'all, let me ask y'all quick. Do I give good content, y'all?
Facts.
I try not to give the messy stuff, all the one-sided rhetoric that you hear on YouTube. I try to have great shows with great conversation. You know,
with some brilliant minds. You got brilliant minds all over the country. You connected, bro. Check in when you get to Chicago after you check in with Rose.
Yeah, man.
I got VIP for you. Give yourself a trip in the summer.
Yeah, my brother. All right, so we got one membership so far for the night. We need 9 more. Y'all, we need 9 more. If you already got a membership, give somebody one. Give a nigga one. Let me see. I'm a member. Let me get a wrench. Okay, bet. Yeah, hold on. My bad. Unlikely. Let me figure this out. I gotta go through the goddamn. Hold on. You right, Unlikely. Let me tighten you up real quick, my boy. Get that boy Unlikely a wrench, cause A member. Shout out to Unlikely, man. What's good, man? He's unlikely to stay on topic. I told y'all, man. He's talking about I let everyone speak. Boy, stop. She said she need to figure out. Tara said she need to figure out how to do it. All right, shout out to. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'll do this in a minute. But who all coming up tonight, man? I'm waiting on y'all to pull up, man. What we doing, man? So it's being peace word, man. We can't start the review to everybody till we get us a panel, man. We need a full panel, man. So we need a full panel, man. Full panel. Oh, I'm not trying to mess up. Shoot, Trey, you tripping. All right, cool. But what's been going on, man? So what's the update on the guy and the 8 kids, man? Have you heard anything? You been keeping up with the news?
They say that mug a reptilian.
What you mean?
They say a reptilian.
I don't know what that means.
Bro, so damn. It's like you know when they be talking about damn, how can I even explain it, bro? It'd be like that conspiracy shit, like the Nephilites and all that type of shit.
Bro, I still don't know what you're talking about.
I know you don't. I barely know what I'm talking about. That's what they said it was, though.
A reptilian,
bro. He was supposed to be a reptilian or something. He killed his 7 kids, his wife. You know what I'm saying? He was a weird dude. I don't even know anything as far as the military even concerned with the cat. Like, dude looked strange. You know, when they showed the picture last night, they like, bro, this how dude looked. They like, bro, he ain't one of us. From the looks of him, he ain't one of us.
He not one of us.
Bro, hey, now they talking about he reptilian. I DM you the shit I seen on Facebook, bro. That shit crazy. When I see
that's cap though. He dead ass. Oh, let me move out the way. First off, what's good to everybody on the panel and in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all, Smurf, Wolf Stacks. I saw you doing push-ups, bro. I ain't like how he was coming at you and you still did your 84. We ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I mean?
No, Trey, you feel me? That nigga weak.
Nah, we ain't gonna talk. No, the only thing I like
definitely did 86 for sure, bro.
He might as well just got him.
That nigga weak as hell.
The only thing I ain't like is that people who didn't do push-ups was talking. You saying something, Trey, Mont saying something, I understand that. People who was doing them, but people who wasn't, I ain't like that.
Well, Mont did his push-ups late. He did his push-ups mad late. Mont started out like we was at 45. Mont was like 20 when we started out our push-ups. So.
Don't gas it too much.
I did a quick 50. And
that's what's up.
Like
Salute.
20 on the perfect push-up.
That's what's up.
I was already working out. When I tuned in, I'm like, damn, these mugs on they live.
I gotta put some 45-pound plates on y'all back when y'all do it. Or at least 3.
Oh, Jesus.
That's light work, bro.
At least 3 plates.
Light work. I got videos of me.
But yo, let me say something about the 8 kids and the father. Yo, that's niggas. I'm sorry. I know that y'all trying to I know that y'all trying to run that and be like it's aliens, but that's niggas. Yo, did y'all hear about the singer David? Got caught with a teenage girl body in his trunk. Yeah, that's
Ooh, that's dirty.
So
work.
Yeah, that's just what niggas be doing. You know what I mean? That's why we can't.
That's cap. Don't say that's niggas. When the last No. Unlike it. When the last time you seen a man unalive his kids and his wife?
7 of them at that.
Well, I'm talking about that many kids. Name. Since you said that's niggas, let's stand on. Let's stand on that.
I'm talking about violence. Not the specific crime.
So this don't happen amongst other races.
Not at this rate. Not at this rate.
Wolf, I got this. Wolf, I don't need your help. I promise I don't. So let me ask you this: when it comes to ethnicity, who has the most unaliving when it comes to by ethnic group?
Yeah, but that's a loaded question because we all know that it's not even. But it's not even though. If it was 50-50, if it was 50% of black people and 50% of white people, I can answer that faithfully, honestly. But I can't because it's a discrepancy between those numbers. So of course, in every scenario, it's going to be white people. But you can't run that
No, I'm not.
when at the end.
No, it's not even white people. So I'm confused on where you even going with this. And I'm not. And hold on. Watch this. I'm not even just talking about the United States.
Mm.
I mean, even if we do just talk about the United States, Unlikely still tweaking.
I'm not even talking about the United States.
Who said that? How I'm tweaking? How I'm tweaking? Explain that.
R1 said that.
Y'all can have a conversation. Go ahead.
I'm waiting on him.
I mean, you tweaking. I mean, it's proximity. Everywhere among every community, people kill each other. That's not just niggas. That's humans.
I disagree. I think it's a cap because, and this is why I disagree. If we talking statistics, right? When it comes to the murder rate, again, speaking of the discrepancy, we only 13%. I say 14% now. We've been saying 13% for like 15 years. We 14% of the population, yet we have the highest rate of murders in the country. So that's what I mean. I'm talking about the level of violence, and there's numbers to back that. So to say I'm tripping with
pull them up real quick. No,
we got 58%, not most. We got 58%. That's what the numbers
are. Share screen too and just show it. We want to show me something you know from the shit.
So I have to show you for you to believe me. I have to show you something that's
I believe we just know.
You gotta show and prove, bro.
Yeah,
that's how you.
We wouldn't just believe it.
He's like Doubting Thomas.
Right.
So, I mean, anybody can get up there and just get it talking. You know what I mean? Because it's dangerous.
I don't think it's dangerous to tell the truth. So if that's what you believe, I disagree. But we can
for it to be a fact. You gotta if you show it, then I can just shut up.
I mean, I don't have to show it to you. There's already statistics, and someone already backed it.
But if you wanna prove it's a fact, then you have to. But you don't have to do anything. You don't have to.
I don't have to prove that it's a fact to you specifically. I just want you to understand that I don't have to prove to you that it's a fact.
We got that understood.
Okay, as long as you understand, right? Okay, you're right.
No, you don't have to do anything. Technically. But what we know worldwide, people murdering each other or unaliving each other is a human thing. Specifically,
yeah, but sir, I'm not talking. But sir, I'm not talking about world. I'm not talking about worldwide. I'm talking about specifically in America. I'm talking about discrepancies, and I'm talking about statistics showing that even though we're a minority in the country compared to white people and compared to every other race, we have the highest percentage of murders in the country. That's a fact statistically, and all I'm saying to you is I don't have to show you it's a fact for it to be a fact, for it to be the statistic.
We know 1 + 1 = 2. We don't need to know you to tell us that you don't got to test it to be a fact. It'll be a fact just because it is.
Yeah, actually, America is not even at the top of the deleting situation.
Facts.
All the countries.
Facts. Thank you.
You got Mexico, you got El Salvador, you got Guatemala.
Thank you, Blanco. That's where I was going with the conversation. That's what he don't know.
Yeah, when it comes to the violent shit, bro, like America is probably one of the. I'm not gonna say the safest, but it's pretty safe. You know what I mean? If you go outside the country,
I was just going to say that was never. No. I was just going to say, Poppy Blanco, is that was never my argument. I never said that America is safe. I never said any of that. I never said that there's more. It's the most dangerous place. I never said that. Of course there are, but speaking in America, no one has refuted the fact that
I never said America. Remember when I said ethnic groups? So when I said ethnic groups, I was just talking about ethnic groups, period. I wasn't talking about America. And Karen, again.
Yeah, he did say the word.
El Salvador historically has the most unalivings per capita more than the entire world. They might be low now, but historically they have had the highest, more than anybody in the world. That's a fact. Now tell me I'm wrong about that. Clarity.
and that's because they got the what is it, the La Mara. La Mara president, them niggas, they different over there, right? But they got a new president that's giving the niggas life, so you kind of slow it down. That's where it slow down. But historically, they got like three different cities that have been in the top 20 cities in the world as the leading capitals of the world. You know what I mean? Colombia used to be Cali, Medellin used to be up there too. Like, here, slow down a lot. America is not really, bro. They say, what is it? What is the more according to the FBI? What is the leading capital in America? I read was St. Louis a couple of years ago. Did that change? They said St. Louis, New Orleans.
Yeah, it's like St. Louis or Memphis or something like that.
It's Detroit, St. Louis, Chicago.
No, Detroit is
and it's New York.
Chicago has never.
And Milwaukee is
it's not
Milwaukee
Chicago.
number 7.
Chicago has never been not even top 10. They just Chicago is just famous because of the music, bro. But when it comes to the real, yeah, go ahead.
It's Memphis, St. Louis, Detroit. Those are the top 3 right now. And Detroit and Baltimore is going right behind each other. One year is Baltimore, the next year is Detroit.
Yeah, but when it comes
those numbers are skewed though, bro.
Hold on, family. When it comes to the worldwide situation, America they don't got no top 20 and nothing. Not even top.
Yeah, but why y'all keep going out of the country? Could we stay in the country to make it more like?
Why
y'all making it more?
The reason we do that is because y'all try to make black people seem so goddamn bad, bro.
There you go.
I mean, no, it's not about. Hold on, wait. We gotta stop. Okay, those are the statistics. Okay,
you gotta stop.
All right,
you gotta stop with them.
What am I doing? Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing?
You're trying to paint this picture like black men are just so terrible.
Well, that's not what
I'm gonna say.
Jesus Christ.
Where you stay? Where you stay at, bro? What city you stay at, bro?
We're in Miami right now.
I'm in Miami too right now, bro. I'm in Opaloka right now, brother. And you know they say Opaloka is good. Like, a lot of my homies live on Opaloka, right? Bro, in compared to other places, we live in paradise, homie. Yo, I'm from Colombia, my nigga. They would delete your ass for a phone, my nigga. They would delete you for some yards.
I heard Opaloka is crazy.
But y'all making a bunch of arguments that I'm not making. I'm not saying that there's not more dangerous places. We got to stay to where I'm talking about. And Opaloka is dangerous. Be safe, okay? Make sure you don't get caught up in the middle of some gang war because some Haitian dude just got shot.
I'm always good over here, bro. Trust me, man.
All right, you're good. Great.
Hold on,
okay, that's great. I'm glad you're okay. I know. I'm trying to.
That's what I was trying to about the fathers or the parents deleting their children. How do we get to?
Well, the thing. Well, I'm gonna be real with you, JT. I was gonna go outside the country anyway with the conversation based on because of what Unlikely was doing, what he was trying to paint black men just to be so bad, and I was just gonna let him know that black men are not bad as you think they are when it comes to violence. Because when you look at other ethnicities, that they are way worse.
No, you ain't gotta look at other ethnicities. Yeah, they've been so silent for the past 10 years of these women deleting their fucking kids. What are you talking about? Putting them in ovens, putting them in freezers, killing them over some. What are you talking about? These women have been killing the shit out their kids. They're on trial, and everybody has been very quiet.
Talk to him
when it's going. So now you got a man that sat back and apparently some shit went down and he killed his fucking kids. The mama and her girlfriend, or sister, whoever the fuck she is. Now we want to sit back and say men are so fucking violent. That shit is crazy to me. But when the woman was sitting there, she killed 2 of her kids, put both of them in the freezer, had their ass in the freezer for a year, and had the daddy still on fucking child support. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
That's
what about
crazy.
The woman and her girlfriend, the 2 lesbians that sat back and put their kids in the fucking oven? What about the ones what about the women that was sitting there going to concerts and leaving their kids in the car? Going to work and leaving their kids in and this is recent shit all the way from you can go all the way to 10 years to now this shit is happening. And everybody has been silent on it.
Yeah, but JT, like you my guy, bro. But the problem here's the problem, bro. That nigga's a piece of shit nigga, bro. Ain't no need to bring them hoes to the, you know what I mean, to the front of the
Bro,
congregation,
no,
right?
that's not my point. Don't go off of my point, Poppy. That wasn't my point. My point is they were silent, and this shit has been going on forever. A parent killing their kids is terrible, whether it's
Of
women or
course,
men. So my point
I
is
agree.
this. All right, so no, I will pull that shit in. When they just
Yeah.
out here being silent and you had goddamn women neglecting their kids, killing their kids and all this shit, and now everybody want to get on their goddamn fake ass soapbox and talk about how bad it is. No, keep that same fucking energy. Keep moving and living your lives.
But the reason why I said that, JT, is because now, man, we kind of gonna start doing what the hoes be doing. You know, as soon as you put some sort of accountability on these hoes, you know what the first thing they're gonna do? They start pointing out shit about men. You see what I'm saying?
I'm talking about parents at all. I'm not saying that, Poppy. That ain't what I did. What I did was say, why have you guys been silent all this fucking time? Why have y'all been silent all this time? Ain't nobody marching for that little boy that got beat up, beat up, and shot. And no motherfucking badass fucking kids done killed that man for nothing. And ain't nobody saying shit. They silent. Silent. They neglected and killing these children, and these are the ones. And this is why I have a problem with this shit, because I keep hearing these goddamn women say we're the most unprotected. No, you fucking not. You ain't by a long run. You not. It's the fucking kids.
It's the kids. I agree with you 100%. It's the kids. Like that's not even close. It's not even close, bro. It's the kids.
I mean, obviously, it's the kids when we got a situation here where a man deletes eight of his kids, and I come on a panel and I just say, well, that's niggas, because the murder rate proves that we got the highest murder rate in the country, right? We kill each other the most per capita, right? And I say that, and then it's turned into some type of defense for the guy that just killed eight of his kids. So I agree with you. It is, the kids are the most unprotected. I agree with you, because instead of us putting the blame,
no, you're not
because instead of us,
unlikely, no, who defended the guy?
Well, it's like a quasi defense, because when I just said
evil man, bro. Come on, don't do that.
Okay. So when I just said to him, yo, that's just niggas, why you make it all about black men? Because that's all I said. I didn't say what? So that means, wow. Okay.
Niggas are normally black people.
Like everybody know colloquially you talk about black people. It can sound crazy, but that's just what it is. If you say niggas outside, most people gonna know you talking about black people. What are we talking about?
Okay. So black people don't kill they spouses?
Yo, can y'all say delete?
Never said they didn't. The point is the word niggas. You just play games with the word niggas. Like, come on, man.
But that's what I'm saying. I get confused because, I mean, go ahead. I want to hear everybody's point. I'm trying to understand.
Wouldn't it be a better conversation if we talk about what the plight of our community actually is? Wouldn't that be a better a better conversation, because the shit is bad. I don't give a fuck if it was at 35%, it's bad. It's terrible.
But if you can't even point out, what the bad people do without people making it, blanketing it to like all men, it like, how can you even start to correct anything?
Yeah.
We pointed it out several times, 1,000 times.
When you first came in, you said, Nick.
Let me read this super chat. All right, so $2 a month said, we violent, get over it, fix it, or accept it.
Yeah. I agree.
Or move away from it.
I agree with that too. You got options. But we ain't gonna act like this shit is is fucked up right now. And it's fucking up our goddamn communities and our families. The shit is fucking tragic.
I mean, saying our communities is like, it's kind of like, it's really not, because like we're not in those communities where stuff like this kind of happens, where people are.
What?
Oh, go ahead. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't mind getting corrected.
No, bro. I live in the hood, bro. I'm 39 years old, bro. Most of the niggas I know I'm cool with, they was raised in a matriarch, meaning they mama, they auntie, they grandma.
Oh my God.
No, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. So there's a lot of men. There's a lot of men growing up being soft, being raised by women. So when they crash out, when shit don't go their way, they crashing out. They hurting themselves, their kids, they wife. That's weird. Most men that's raised by other men don't move like that. Not saying that it can't happen or it doesn't, but I'm just saying when you raised by men, it happens less.
All right, so let me just be a little more complicit then, and y'all might be the bad guy when I say this. Rest in peace to the lady that lost her life, the lady that's in and the other lady that's in ain't she still in critical condition? And all the kids that lost their life. But ain't no way y'all can't tell me that the women were not complicit in what happened. Complicit. Ain't no way you can tell me that they was not complicit into what happened.
Break that down.
I said it.
Who complicit?
All that shit that's going on, y'all don't think that those women were complicit. You think that they were just you think that they were just minding their own business, and this man just all of a sudden he just said, fuck it, I'm about to start just deleting everybody.
Most likely
wait. But you see what I'm saying, Trey? I gotta jump in, Trey. You see what I'm saying? That don't sound like a cop out for him. If bro just
what I was about to say is
JT,
we don't have the information. But
okay, thank you for saying what you just said. JT, I just want to say this to you, JT. I don't got no problem with you. If I'm giving you pushback, it's just for the conversation. I don't got no problem with you, right? What I'm saying is that just sound like a little bit of like defense for him because bro just did some wild shit. And we don't know.
What I'm saying is that these kids were not protected at all. The kids give a fuck about what those adults. That's why I said she was complicit.
But he the leader, though. How you gonna say she complicit? Like if he's leading her, and we supposed to say women supposed to follow the lead,
he's a shitbag, right? You agree with that? He's a shitbag.
Man,
he's an asshole, right?
He's a corpse.
Yeah, he is now. That's why I said, yeah, it's over with now. But what I'm saying is, you can't tell me that woman is not complicit.
I don't know that. All I know is that a man just deleted 8 people. That's all I know, and that's all I could go off. I'm not going to just
like black men don't usually just delete people out of nowhere.
All but one.
Okay, so what you saying is that more defense?
That ain't no defense for him.
You keep taking it as a defense. What we're trying to look at.
The kids are the ones that are
unknown variables, unlikely.
So are you saying? Are you giving reason to why he did that?
I said that the woman is complicit. I don't know what
I am listening.
Happened. I'm telling you that what we know is that the children are gone. All but one, and that child, it has broken bones and everything else. And that child is for the rest of their life going to have to suffer this shit. And it still comes to a point that it leads up to something. The shit just don't appear. Yeah. That shit sounds crazy
that's where
to me.
That's where it get wonky. That's where it sounds crazy to me because right now, okay, wait, but this is what I'm saying. Okay, JT, right there, when you say it sound like it had to lead up to something, you right. But why do you feel like it had to be the woman had to be part of it leading up to something? That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you saying she's complicit? You know what complicit?
Because we keep adults. No. We keep seeing it. We see it right in front of our face. I guarantee.
We seeing somebody kill eight kids? We not seeing this. This is a specific thing.
Unlikely. Use the word delete.
Yeah.
You watch the word.
We see it come up.
I have a question.
And my disconnect with you, JT, is like, yo, I don't care what them hoes did, bro. She probably a piece of shit too, but it was the nigga that did it, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say it politely.
It was the nigga that did it, bro.
I don't care what them hoes did.
But because the same thing. Hold on. Because the same
why is there a butt? Why is there a butt?
The butt is because he didn't absolve the man. He didn't. JT didn't absolve the man. At no point did JT absolve the man. He didn't. In fact, he called him a piece of shit.
That's a different word. Absolve is a different word. But go ahead.
I don't want to make it a two-way street. I don't want to make it. Bro, I don't want to make it a two-way blame like them hoes be doing, man. I don't give a fuck what them hoes did, bro. The point was that the nigga did it. He a piece of shit. Fuck what them hoes did. And same thing is when them hoes do some shit like they leave the kid at home alone. I don't want to hear what the daddy did. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear what the daddy did, bro.
No,
That
that's
nigga
not a
wasn't there.
fact. That's not a fact. We see
Nah,
it
that's just
again.
how our
It's
minds
not a
work,
fact
and
'cause
y'all
that's not
minds
how
work
we find
differently.
solutions.
That's okay.
We see it every day. This is what I'm saying. We see it every day where you got these goddamn adults, women and men that keep their children in danger. Volatile situations is what I'm talking about. And now that some shit done blew the fuck up, now people want to say, well, it's just a nigga. Yeah, he's fucked up. But you
Right.
can't tell me that woman was not complicit in her kids being fucked up like that.
So why we
Well, how
looking
do
for
we
that though?
know? How would he know that for
Facts.
a fact,
Because it's
JT? Did you
happening.
hear
It's
something else?
happening. It's happening more than once. This ain't the
I
My
only
bad.
got
Go
you.
ahead,
fucking murder
Summer.
that
My bad.
happened where a father killed their kids. This ain't the only murder that happened today where a woman has killed their kids. People are killing their kids. That's just another story. You look up some more stories and you're going to see more
Delete.
stories
Delete.
of this shit. You're
You
going
you
to
know
keep
you
seeing
know
these stories. But
I
when you
Yeah,
got
but
go
you.
it's
into
So
the
this
always
question.
men
background,
though.
when you go into
nah,
the
but
background, you're
it's
going
not
to
always men.
see.
It's women too. It's more women than men that
I
unalive
don't
their
care
kids.
about if it's women or men. They're complicit. The
I
children
got
are
you.
the
But
ones that's being fucked up and not
Okay.
So
covered.
You know what? I give it to
Give a
you. I ain't
fuck
even gonna.
about the
so
man.
look. This
God,
this
this
hold on
is
hold on
on
hold
some
on
other
hold on.
shit.
No. JT, you not wrong. You right, bro. I'm saying for me in real life, this happens with me and my actual blood children that y'all seen on the panel. I had to leave the house. She said she's gonna hurt my kids. She said, if you don't leave, I'm gonna hurt everybody. I left the house, right? As soon as I left, I called police and I called ACS. So yes, it happens when people are mentally effing ill that you have to just leave. And I don't. I swear, I'll put my right hand on the Bible right now. I'll be afraid sometimes thinking about my kids where they at right now.
Wait,
I
what
feel
you
bad
mean?
for
What you
these
mean? With their
children, man.
mother? Hold on. I just want to make sure. With their mother, you
Yes,
be afraid.
yes,
Okay, so I just wanted to
yes.
clarify this. Are y'all trying to compare women deletions to men deletions and like make it seem like they're
I ain't
at an
comparing none of that
equal
shit.
or like
All
they
of it is
okay?
terrible.
All
It's
of it
all
is
terrible,
terrible for you,
but it's
JT.
all
Okay, it's
terrible.
all
But
terrible. But
if you do the research, it says that women unalive their kids more than men do.
Wolf
Respectfully.
does it. Wolf got it. Is it a
Yeah,
competition?
that makes sense because the mom usually gonna be the primary caretaker of the kid. So
It's fucked up
that,
either way, though. It's fucked up either way.
that don't make it right. But
Right.
Fuck no, it's not
I don't
right.
I don't have to look at the stat to know that shit. That's what I'm trying to say. The
Kids don't
woman
ask to
usually
be
gonna
here.
be.
Right. It's not a competition, guys. I mean, what's the root cause? Is it our community? Is it that we don't
For
have
That,
family
sure.
structure
For sure.
anymore? I mean, what are we talking about here? It's
it's
not a
a
It's
crazy
competition.
not a root
bastard
The
cause,
guy.
but
man
That
JT,
we have
obviously
to
JT,
had a
handle.
you are
problem.
complicit in
Obviously,
the
the man
adults
had a
you said
problem and
here.
an issue. That's why he killed. He had deleted. Sorry about that. His
Unalive, right.
children. And if women are doing it, obviously there's an issue because they're deleting their children. So as a community, as a black community, like JT is trying to say, I believe, what is the root cause of these things? But what it sounds like when you guys are having this discussion, and I was just in the chat, it sounded like it was like a competition. No, women do it more. No, the men
exactly
do it more. No, the women do it.
right.
It doesn't matter at this point in the game. How do we protect our children
We
from
won't
this
be able to
Part.
this
protect them when
happening?
people are having those children and you can't say shit to them. If they
Exactly.
come up with a thing where motherfuckers have to automatically be born sterile and then they have to get a license to have children, I'll be okay with that shit. I'll be all right with that shit right there. Tell people what to do with their bodies. Yes, I'll be okay with that shit. Because we keep making these fucking excuses. And I'm telling, that was my whole thing. When you see all those damn children uncovered. You know how devilish that gotta be when you have the parent that unalives their children right now in moderate times that we see right now. That shit, it didn't just happen that day. That was the head. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. That was a bunch of uncovered children. And I guarantee if we was around there and you seen that situation happening, it was more shit that was happening. First and foremost, it's in Louisiana.
Yeah, it's easy to hide shit in the South though. They could easily be living in their crib,
No,
hiding all
people
that shit from
know.
their neighbors.
No, they
Now,
knew.
I mean, you can say that.
Question.
Well, okay.
No,
Again,
unlikely.
All
These
right,
people
They
be
hide
out
hold
shit
here
in
on.
New
doing
York too.
business.
Y'all, let me read
They,
this super chat, y'all. All right, Smurf on JP Bumper. Trey almost laid hands on his homie. That's a fact. I got OG afraid of me. JT always scream. Lee be cutting everybody off, and
That
Wolf
is not a fact.
a 27-time convict.
And
Hey,
Mike
I
be
fuck
laying
Mm.
on
with
his
Mike.
stomach while he
You know
talking
what,
to
Mark? Come up
niggas.
here
I
and say
fuck
that
with
to my
Mike. He a
face, man. I'm
preacher.
sick of you, Mark.
Hey, I have a question for Unlikely.
What up, bro?
How violent? Because this is what started this entire discourse. How violent? How truly violent are quote unquote black men? I just want to hear your opinion.
I think because black men and black women are like the creme de la creme of humans. With great power comes great responsibility. Comes a need for great control, and they don't harness that control. So yeah, they become the most dangerous. They're willing to resort to violence the fastest. So it's a very high level of violence that honestly, like even myself, not even like trying to exclude myself, but I'm willing to resort to violence a lot faster. Like let's just get to it.
Are you saying
And
black
I think
people result to violence faster than other humans?
yeah,
Hold on, y'all.
yeah.
Hold on.
And then I
Hold on.
gave
No,
my
no, no, no,
reasons.
no, no, no,
You
no.
gotta listen to
Hold
what I
on.
said.
Hold on.
Yeah, I gave my reasons.
You ain't did enough.
Listen. We do not have to do the comparison because that's how we got here by doing the comparison. I was negligent in starting the comparison because of what Unlikely said, but it's fine. But I have the receipts, and I'm going to no. I got documentation from the CDC. Do you find the CDC to be credible? Unlikely.
No.
So where do you get your statistics from? Unlikely.
How not unlikely? Come on, unlikely.
I get my statistics from these right here. From these right here. These is my statistics. I've been around you. I've been around you guys all my life.
Hold on, y'all.
I've been on this planet, and we all know in particular
wait.
the people we scared of and the ones we not.
JT some receipts.
The darker the dude is, the more nervous you be about the trying to cut him off and anything. You be like,
you're
shit.
A contradiction walking.
With great power comes great responsibility. You gotta live with it. You gotta live with the fact that you. I don't care what you're talking about. Okay,
I know you
I'm gonna say this again. Okay, bro, whatever. Black power, right? Anyway, you gotta live with the fact that. Okay, stop. Hold up. Just give me a second. You gotta listen to what I said, though. You gotta understand that you are the most powerful human that ever exists. But what comes with that is a negative, and the negative is you are extremely dangerous because at that level you understand that everything else is below yourself. You understand as a black man that you got to nerf yourself. Black women got to do the same shit when we out here in the world dealing with other people because nigga we at the top level. But you're not understanding what I'm saying. You just making it like we're violent.
I understand completely. What you're saying is not quantum.
Black men on trains not that dangerous.
You're not explaining quantum physics. If what you were saying is true, then the most atrocious crimes in history would have been done by black people. But that's not the case.
Nah, that's not how that works. See, you're not understanding.
You just said that we're more likely to commit
violent crimes. The first thing I want to say to you. The first thing I want to say to you is
more likely as black people to commit violent crimes. That's what you said.
See, he just forgot everything I said.
With great power come black responsibility. So we're more quickly. We will subside to violence quicker. That's what you said. Now, if you say you didn't
let me
say
explain
that,
it a different way.
To bet you we can rewind.
No. I did explain that way. But I'm saying is. We got really big egos. No. I'm trying to explain it though, so you understand why I'm saying it. We have the biggest egos because we understand that we are the greatest.
We got the biggest egos.
So we had. You don't think we did? Yo, I can't talk to you.
Every man got an ego.
Hold on. We're not getting anywhere. Unlikely. I mean, not unlikely. I said unlikely. JT, you see that stuff I'm sending you? Check your phone. That's from the CDC. All right, so can you read? Can you and the other? You can read the first one where he talked about the 99 that percentile, and then some of the other stuff. If you want to go over, you can. Whatever you feel like is deemed credible for us to read based on this conversation.
Sure. All right, 99.998% of black men do not commit intimate partner suicide, homicide against black women or anyone. This involves the estimate of 0.0017% annual rate based on national data and population size. Since the Ashley Robinson case in Tanzania, the conversation online shifted away from the specifics of the situation and towards broad claims about black men and intimate partner violence. You've likely seen statements like, black women are killed every 4.5 hours. The claim is false, often misinterpreted, and lacks proper context. In this breakdown, we're doing three things. One, defining intimate partner violence, IPV. Two, reviewing CDC data. Three, doing the math and showing scales versus narrative. CDC NVDRS data from 2018 to 2021, published 2024, shows 3,991 female victims, about 1,000 per year. 29.9% were black women, 300 per year. Now compare that to 17.2 million black men, 18 plus in the US. Even assuming one offender per case, that would be 0.0017 annually. Over 99.998% are not involved. Damn. This is not a minimum. This is not to minimize victims. Every life matters, but when people say black men are killing black women, they are referring to a small subset, not the entire population. IPV is related based, not random. And like most violent crimes, it is largely intra-racial across the groups. This is from Median Man.
And the sources is APA, Petrosky, EA, 2017, AG, PH, CDC, 2024, the NVDRS report, the U.S. Consensus Bureau, 2023. So Urban and K Clarity, guess what? It's from the U.S. Census Bureau.
Yes.
Get your facts straight. See, y'all not paying attention. We didn't read everything. It's from the U.S. Census Bureau. So while y'all talking about what the CDC mean, the whole report was from different. It was from like, let me see how many. 1, 2,
like 4 different sources.
5 different sources.
5 different sources. Yeah.
So, if I'm correct, did I hear that 1,000 black women are killed a year, and 1,000 women are killed because of DV, and 300 of them are women?
Yes.
Okay.
It's assumed to be DV, but they said what the thing that he read, it can be misinterpreted,
right,
because it can be something
okay. No,
else
that's
too.
okay. That's okay. So 300 black women are killed a year. That's almost once a year.
Delete it.
One per day.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Deleted. Shit. Sorry. Look, deleted, right? That's 300 women. That's almost
less than
one deleted. Right. So that still, if that is the majority of those women being deleted are by black men, right? And we say that most people are dealing within their race at a higher percentage than 51. So we have to assume that that's mostly okay. That's cool. So we have to assume that is mostly black men deleting those women. So what is wrong with people saying that niggas be deleting black women? If 300 of them are getting deleted a year, and most of those women that are getting deleted is happening by black men, I don't understand. Y'all think that's a good number? That's still a terrible number. I want to say that as well.
That's gonna be pretty much every race, family. It's gonna
be no, that's not every race. That's not every.
You want to bypass
okay,
the
so
statistic that said 99% of them don't do it. Is that what we doing?
Okay, let's do this. Right now.
Answer that question.
No. Okay, I'll answer your question. What you say?
99%. Answer the question though.
That Blue sent to JT to read. Just to focus
because
on the 0.01 something %. Is that what we
nobody ever Yes, and I'm answering your question. I'm saying yes, but let me retort. Let me retort. I'm only saying that because no one ever said that that is the majority. Y'all made that the argument to be
You
able
did.
to
You
fight
said we
whatever
are
I'm
the most
saying.
violent.
I never said.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
did
hold on,
say
hold on,
that,
hold
but
on,
I
hold
never
on. No,
said
no,
the
no, hold on.
majority of
No,
us
the
are violent.
reason,
I never said that. That's what I'm
no.
like. You got to
That was
listen to what I'm saying.
unlikely.
You gotta concede, brother. You gotta concede, homie.
That was the picture you were painting. So I
Yeah,
just want
you gotta
hold on.
That's
concede, bro.
exactly what he's saying. And now
So
now
what I
you
did was
backtracking and trying to double
hold
He
on.
just
'Cause I
made my
think
point with
I
his
think you driving,
statistics,
Harvard.
though.
Can you mute real quick? I think Harvard, can you mute because you driving, bro? Real quick. So unlikely. This is the thing, right? That what it sounded like you were sounding like you were projecting that black men were so bad. So what we did was we went to U.S. Census Bureau and we got the actual stats and the numbers. And based off the numbers, do you deem black men to still continue to be bad based off the numbers?
I never said that black men was bad. I said this what niggas be doing, and then you made it into black men. So I want to say that first. So I never made it the majority, and I never did. But I guess you guys all yourself in that pot. No, I do not think the majority of black men
You
do
said that we're
anything.
the most
That
violent, bro.
makes no sense. I
You
already
said
knew
we're
that.
the most violent,
You
bro.
did
That's
say
what
we're
you
most
said.
Yes,
violent.
you still are. You have the highest murder rate. What the hell? What's wrong with y'all? Go look up that statistic when you're looking up
You looking up
statistics.
one
Unlikely.
statistic and
Jesus
then ignoring
Christ.
proximity.
Unlikely.
You're
Okay,
Oh
ignoring
my God,
hold
this
proximity.
is
on, watch this.
getting
Watch this. Hold on,
ridiculous.
Blanco, hold on. Hold on, I got you, Blanco. Even with that, let's say we are the most, right? My question to you, when you go actually look at the amount of men that actually delete people, is it
It's
truly
a
a high
very
number?
small
I'm just
percentage.
asking.
No, it's
I'm
never a
asking
high
questions.
number. But
Okay.
brother, it's never a hard no. It's never a
Okay,
high
I just
number. It's
want to know.
always
Okay.
Yo, unlikely. I want you to tell me two societies that got 0% deletion situations going on.
why am I being asked that question? I never said it was a society that has 0%. No, look,
And
I'm not.
that's my
Listen,
You said
my
let's
we're the
point,
move.
bro.
most violent, and you said we got the biggest egos on the planet. I
The
would
reason why I
you
asking
to
that
I don't
question
want to
is
substantiate
be
those two
because
hogging the
things.
conversation, man.
no,
Like
family.
I said,
The reason
we still
You
are.
just at work tonight,
hold
bro.
on, bro. The reason why I asking that question is very simple. Because there is no such a thing as a country that is running at a 0% deletion rate, bro. But the point is, those numbers that I think JT just read, bro, that are very low in compare. Yo, it's 350 million people in America, bro. So those numbers are little stupid low, super low. Like
I
then they're
hate
like,
that I try to have these conversations with y'all, and you guys keep trying to make some other argument or move the goalpost. Nobody said it was
No, sir.
0%.
No,
No, but
sir.
nobody said it was the majority
I
of
quoted
black
you
men.
directly. I
But at
never
the end
moved
of
the
the
goalpost.
day, okay, you haven't. I'll give that to you. You stayed exactly in the same spot, and it is still the same point that I made. We are 13%, and we have the highest amount of murders per capita. That's the only point
But
I
you're
made. That
ignoring
don't
the
mean
reasons
that
of
that's the
you
majority.
ignored
Hold on,
my
just let me.
reasons of
That
proximity
don't
and
mean.
poverty.
Okay,
You
go ahead.
ignored those reasons. You ignored
No,
it
I
like it
didn't ignore
doesn't
them.
matter.
Other people
You
started.
did
I
because
didn't
when
ignore them,
Trey
brother.
brought up the
Other
world
people
numbers, you
started
said, "Well, we
talking.
ain't gonna talk about the world. Let's just talk about the country." Because you know when
Well,
Trey
I
brought up the
wanted to
world, that
stick because
easily disproves what you're saying. So if we stay just in the country, now we got to bring up the variables that you have yet to mention. You cannot just bring up those loose variables and not talk about the other unknown variables that causes those problems. JT tried to talk about the cause of the problems. Then you tried to make it about him trying to deflect onto women. He never deflected to women or men. He said they both pieces of shit. And he tried to put the onus on both genders and said that we got to protect the kids. Then you move the goalposts again. I can reiterate the whole conversation to you.
okay, that wasn't the whole conversation, but okay, if that's what you feel
I didn't say
happened, then
it
that's what
was.
you
I
feel
said
happened.
I could if you like me to.
It's cool. Again, I stand on what I said, and that's it. We could agree to disagree. We can move on, but I
We
stand
we
by
we
what I
did, we
said.
agreed to disagree when we disagree, bro. You just incorrect. We got it.
I'm not incorrect. I'm standing by something that has been seen visually by all of us, as well as the culture that we probably all indulged in or been
Yeah,
around,
and you said
and I'm
we had the
also
most
basing it off
egos on the planet,
statistics.
but yeah, you can't name the people that's committing the most atrocities currently and throughout history, and it's not black people. So I
Okay, I'm
said
talking about
currently and
in
throughout
a
history.
civil.
For you to be saying what you're saying, for that to be correct, for us to be the most egotistical, for us to be the most violent, you should be able to easily answer what I'm asking you.
Well, the thing is that you keep going out of the country when I am just American,
I
and I'm
did not
speaking
leave
of.
out the
You
country.
keep
Here you
cutting
go
me
capping
off. You
again.
keep cutting me
I did
off. I let you
because I
speak.
never left the country. I never left the
Yes, you have.
country. No, I
You
didn't.
keep
I said
talking about. You just
address the other variables within the country.
you just now brought up the whole country. You start bringing up other countries and all this other stuff. But it's cool. Like I said, I stand by what I said. Like you're not going to change what I feel
I'm not here
or
to change how you feel.
statistics
Just show the people that's watching that you can't really
of
argue your
black
point against me.
people in
That's fine.
America being 13% of the population, but the men committing 55% of the murders in the country. That's just the statistics. That's not me. I'm not doing it, brother. I'm not going out there creating a murder rate. I'm not helping them. I'm not helping this
You
statistic.
didn't say
You
you
act like
did,
I'm
brother.
doing it.
I said address the variables that the reason that causes it, which is what
I
JT was
know
trying to
what
talk about.
causes it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's
I'm not
just what
sure if
it
you do
is
know.
at this
I just think
point.
you're talking.
No,
So
I
we can move on.
absolutely know. Everyone knows they done ran a bunch of slavery movies down our throat, a bunch of drug dealing movies, a bunch of every movie that shows the story. We all know it. Like, stop. It doesn't
Okay,
matter
so that
anymore.
means
What
we're not
matters
violent. That
now,
means we're being conditioned. So you're proving my
we're
point.
being
The
conditioned
variables
now.
is not
Okay.
saying that we're. That's what
Oh
you just brought
God.
up. All the things that cause conditioning.
Okay,
That's
we're
what you
being
just did.
conditioned. Okay, we're being
That's what you
conditioned.
just
Whatever.
did, not me.
Listen.
You
Whatever
literally just
lessens the
said we
blow.
understand all the
Listen.
slave movies. We
I hear
understand the
you.
music. We
Listen.
understand
I
yada
hear
and the
you.
slavery, yada yada yada. You said that, not me.
No, I understand that there's a reason of why it happened. I'm not naive, right? But if you want to lessen the blow and take responsibility from the very men that you supposed to be calling leaders,
We're not
which is
lessening
black
the blow,
men.
bro. We're not doing that. We're trying to find solutions
Okay,
to the
so
problem.
if
So
you're
to
not
find
lessening
solutions
the
to the
blow,
problem,
don't
we
blame
gotta
it on
deal with what's
anybody.
causing it.
No,
To find
wait,
solutions
no,
to the
but
problem, we gotta
Jesus,
deal
you
with what's causing
talking.
it.
All right,
I'm
y'all.
not gonna.
All right. We done. We done. It's over with. We done with that. Now, I want to correct my good friend Urban, and I want to correct Miss Karen, since they in the comments. They in the comments having a conversation about me mentioning the CDC. Okay. So I'm going to read something and y'all tell me if I am wrong. So they were laughing, not only them, but even other people in the comments were laughing when I mentioned the CDC. So let's go. Hold on, watch this. Let me share my screen. Watch this. We're going to see if they're going to keep that same energy. Now, I Google, is this credible? I want to hear, is this credible before I read this?
That is credible.
It's credible. It's the same statistics that he getting his 55% statistics from, but
Yeah, I got it up now. Yep.
All right, so.
And my eyes too. My eyes too. They get that 55% too.
It's okay. No. So I typed in, does the CDC only deal with sickness and disease?
Thank you.
What does it say?
No. We already know.
No.
If people do it, no. The answer is no.
CDC, Center of Disease Control and Prevention, does not only deal with sickness and disease, while they are the lead agency for disease prevention. Their mandate includes promoting overall health, preventing injuries, protecting against environmental hazards, workplace safety, and responding to disasters. Now watch this. Watch the first thing we read. The CDC work covers a broad range of what? Areas. Watch this. Let's just start with the first one. Injury and violence preventions. What does this word say?
Tracking.
Say it again.
Tracking.
Tracking.
So what does that mean?
Tracking is
keep record.
Keep a record.
Keep record of, watch this, motor vehicle safety. What else?
Sexual violence.
And what else?
Youth violence.
Do I have to keep going?
No.
Trey, let me ask you a question, Trey. Let me ask you a question, Trey. Do you trust the white man?
No, because what they were trying to project in the comments was that the CDC only deals with disease and sickness, and they don't. They track violence as well. We literally, now hold on, Karen. We literally just read that. And I want the entire panel. Do y'all agree?
I agree. Yeah,
I disagree.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna let Karen go.
You're muted, Karen.
You're muted.
We can't hear you. Now she's not muted, but we can't hear her for some reason.
Yeah, she got to go down and come back.
Can you hear me?
You
hear you.
Okay, first of all, whichever you said I implied is not what I implied. I said I said, do you know what the CDC stands for? I never said they didn't have any information. That wasn't a credible source for what you were discussing. There were more relevant sources you could have used. And do I trust the CDC? Absolutely not. Do you understand the whole COVID scam that was proven through the CDC?
But unlikely was just quoting the CDC.
Hold on.
No, I was not quoting the CDC, and I said I did not trust it.
I'm not unlikely.
Karen, hold on.
On the panel.
I got you. So Karen, you don't trust the CDC, and hold on, and you don't trust the U.S. Census, correct?
I didn't say that. I said I do not trust the CDC's data, and it's not the most credible source when we discuss violent crimes and the deletion rate.
It was 5 sources, Karen.
No, Trey, when we were talking, you're really trying to conflate this, because when we were discussing you and your idiocracy, you only said the CDC. At that time, you only said the CDC. So you can try to conflate all you want, but that's the only thing you said.
Wait, with clarity. The easiest way that you can actually prove that they're not credible, bring up the credible source, and then let's compare what those statistics say in that source that you got.
No, my thing is, when Urban and I was discussing it, Trey said the CDC. Then at the end, when you read all of that, and it was then he started discussing more additional sources.
But that's the thing. CDC is the overall department, like Homeland Security, sis. Homeland Security covers ICE. It covers so many different departments, and they all speak to each other.
You can go to the FBI. P. Smurf, don't be dumb. You
no,
can go to the FBI. No, you can go
how can I be dumb when Trey just read
it? Like, that's the only place you get data from.
That's all. It's okay. If you don't believe in the sis, it's okay. But at the end of the day, facts
can't say that was the only source he could have gotten
Smurf,
data
do you trust the government, Smurf?
He's personally only told us.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All of you
niggas. The government
I trust
them in the chat.
Wait a minute.
Have JT read it instead of just sharing that.
Unlikely, your source ain't from the government.
Sounds really shady.
Nah, I'm using my eyes. I'm using my eyes.
Hold on, y'all. Everybody stop. Hold on one second. Everybody stop. Hold on, Karen.
Y'all trying to forget y'all past. We ain't going around each other.
Karen, why did you say shady? What was shady? I'm curious.
That you didn't share your screen for that. You asked JT to read it. You could have shared your screen.
He did share it, Karen. He did share it.
Oh, what are you talking about?
It's so okay I said to be wrong sometimes.
He sent it to me. He did share it though. After that,
no.
Sis. Now
He
you know.
Still made the point. No clarity.
I don't understand when Trey came.
Nah, unlikely. You got your 55%.
Hold on. Karen is talking.
Urban and I was having that discussion is when Trey first said the CDC. It wasn't Urban and I been stopped discussing that. That was earlier on. Trey knew that we didn't know he had all of these other sources because he only said the CDC.
Well, why didn't you be patient?
Because I don't have to be patient.
Wow. Wow.
I'm allowed to have.
So watch this. So Karen, real quick. So Karen, hold on. Karen, hold on.
That conversation was like 20 minutes ago.
Karen, hold on. So this is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm about to say. So if I'm reading something and you hear something I don't like, I mean that you don't like, why you can't wait till it's read in its entirety? Karen, can I finish? You're too cute for that. Stop.
Don't try to police me. I can talk to people in the chat. You should want
people to talk. You're too cute for that. Relax. What I'm saying is this. Why you can't wait till we are done reading all the info before you make your judgment?
Well, I mean, it would have been easier if you shared your screen or you put the link in the chat. And guess what? Instead of listening to JT struggle and read it, I could have read it myself.
And then they get mad at me when I start going in
struggle
and going off
and
on
read it
motherfuckers.
is.
Dog. Then they get mad at me when I start going off on motherfuckers.
Struggle
then
and
they
read
get
it
mad
is
at me
crazy.
when I start going off on motherfuckers. Y'all better
Karen,
start.
that was very unnecessary.
You better stay
Yo,
in
when
your
you caught that
motherfucking place.
first,
Karen, that was very unnecessary. Come on, man.
It's different reading it yourself than hearing
No,
somebody.
it was still unnecessary.
You fucking disrespectful bitch. What the fuck is
No.
you talking about?
JT, we're not doing that. JT, no,
why you gotta
They do this shit because they think I'm a fucking target.
No, we're not doing
They
that.
think I'm a fucking target.
JT,
Watch your
why do you
fucking
have
mouth when
to?
you're talking to me. Watch your fucking mouth when you're talking to me.
God, that was a light. That was a light jab. It didn't
Watch your
deserve.
fucking mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
That wasn't even. That was funny. It was light.
I understand that, but come on,
God.
we ain't gotta go that far. Respect.
You see what I'm saying about the men? You see what I'm saying about the men, Trey?
I
don't be trying to, bro. But hey, listen, we gotta keep the conversation to where it's at and quit trying to. It's so fucking volatile. It's so fucking volatile. Where motherfuckers sit back and we're giving something that is actual facts. My point was, and the only thing that I said, clarity, was if you have something, because it makes the conversation even more better when you.
Wait, but you gonna try to talk to her after you just called her a
man? Shut the fuck up!
I got this. We finna have a conversation. We finna have a conversation.
Bro, you crashing. You making my point right now, bro. You making my point that you men are violent and you black men in particular are violent, bro. You just made my point, bro.
Hey, unlikely, hold on.
He just made my point, bro. I ain't telling him to
Hold on.
He ain't unalived nobody on here.
Hold on.
Yo,
Stop calling it
Arwen, hold on. Listen what I'm finna say, JT.
That was crazy.
JT, that was unnecessary.
Bro, I'm trying to be cordial with these people.
Karen, don't do that.
No, I'm trying to be cordial with these people, man. Listen, this is all I'm saying. Trey, this is all I'm saying. I'm trying to be cordial. It's not called for, but listen, if I'm trying to have a conversation, Trey, and they keep disrespecting me, my disrespect could come way harder than theirs. Let me say what I gotta say, and then we cool with that. But don't come up here, JT struggling, this nigga this and this nigga that, and then when I come back at you, now you want to say, hey, if you don't want that smoke, just leave me the fuck alone then.
But JT,
let's have the conversation. I have the conversation with anybody.
Nigga, all she said she could have read it for herself.
See? OTC, hold on, bro. But I gotta tell y'all can't even listen, bro. JT, the reason I said that unnecessary because Karen is actually my personal friend.
I apologize for that though, man. But we gotta keep it cordial. I don't come
out
here and disrespect these folks, bro.
Hold on, she was 100% wrong. She shouldn't have never said that. 100%.
No, I shouldn't have said what I said. I'm just saying I shouldn't have said what I said. I apologize for that. I ain't got no problem with saying that. But I just want to have a conversation. I don't come up here, man, to be sitting here. If we joking, but come on, man.
Yeah,
that's your homie. That's your homie. And I don't know people's relationship and shit like that.
No, that's my friend for real.
It gotta be, we gotta be cordial with each other.
JT, didn't I tell her she was wrong?
No, you did. And I ain't got no problem with I don't have a problem with apologizing so we can get back on track. I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't got no problem with that.
See, now Trey finna be the blame again because he just said Trey allowed it. You know the other stuff that happened. You remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, I already know.
So I already know. Now it's Trey fault again. You know what I'm saying? And I can't control nobody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I didn't expect her to shoot a jab. I didn't expect you to do that. So hopefully I can get both of y'all on the phone and we both can get some straightening.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Okay, cool. But we'll talk about that later. So we're gonna keep pushing forward. We're gonna try to keep pushing forward anyway. OTC, we cool, bro, but y'all gotta let people talk, bro. Y'all can't just be going off doing what y'all want to do.
But he talking about he called a bitch for no reason, bro. Like,
listen, bro, you think I agree with that? I don't even curse at all. So I surely don't approve of it. I don't even use profanity at all. So you think I approve of that?
I'm just saying, bro. I just had to tell him.
Sir, I already told him it was unnecessary. Like what else you want me to do?
I gotta speak to that's you. If I see another man doing that and I don't say nothing, then it fall on me because I'm approving of it.
Man,
I'm
shut
not
the
saying
fuck
nothing.
up, boy. You on the goddamn panel. The
Nigga,
fuck
you
you
a hoe,
talking
nigga.
about?
You a bitch ass
I bet
old
you ain't gonna
man,
do shit
nigga.
about it though,
You
little
don't
nigga.
get no bitches.
I
All
bet
you
you
do
won't
is
do
talk on
nothing
the
about it,
internet,
little
nigga.
nigga.
Ain't you married? Ain't you
You
married, you
won't do
bitch ass
nothing
nigga?
about it, little
You don't
nigga.
get no hoes and you can't
See,
fight.
this is what you
You
like to do. You
perpetrating on
like
the
to
internet. I
argue
done
and
roasted you in
conversate,
the
nigga.
comment section
You
multiple
ain't gonna
times,
say
nigga.
shit, man. Let's keep
Now
going,
let's look,
Trey.
nigga. You really want to do this?
Yeah, I really want to do it. Fuck it.
All right. Let's go over
Let's
your
go.
life then, nigga. Let's compare your life to
Yeah,
mine,
let's go.
nigga.
Let's compare
Why
my
you
life
so
to
great,
yours.
nigga? Why you think you a leader?
Why you gay?
Nigga, that's what you got. I asked you why you a leader.
Why you suck
You a
dick?
leader. You
Why
got
you a
jokes,
punk?
nigga. I ain't gay. I fuck more bitches than you. Now what?
Why you gay?
What's your response to that?
Why you gay?
Why you ain't fuck no bitches?
Why you like men?
Why your wife cheating on
Why
you?
you like men?
Why your kids not yours?
stupid Trey? I'm only doing this
Why
because
your
he's a
kids
dumb
not
motherfucker.
Why you ain't DNA
I'm
test your
only in
kids?
it too, and I'm about to let this shit go.
Why?
At the end of the day,
You gonna let it go because you can't fight? Of course you
you
gonna
want
let it go.
you want to
You
come
gonna
see
let
where
everything
you
roll
at?
off your back.
Where
Matter of
you
fact,
at?
take your hat off. You'll let it
Come
roll
over
off the top of your
over
head.
here.
You
Come over
bald, ain't
here.
you?
Come
You
over
bald,
here.
ain't you? Duck
Come
bill
over
head ass boy.
here.
Platypus head ass boy. Ski
Come
ball
over
head ass
here.
boy.
I want
Basketball
you
head
to
ass
come. I
boy.
want you to meet up with me.
We on the internet.
Where? Chesapeake, 757, nigga. You know
No,
where
nigga,
I
I
be
want
at.
you to meet up with me.
Nigga, you
You
know where I be
rich.
at. You be on Lapeef, nigga. Stop acting like you don't know where you
You
nigga.
rich.
Nigga, stop acting
All
like you don't know
right.
who I am.
Let me
All
tell
right,
You
you
know
what,
bro.
where,
bro.
nigga, you
We
know
finna
my
go.
Instagram and all that.
This little
We
Don't
finna
nigga,
act
go
like you
have a
can't contact
conversation.
me, bitch.
Hey, hey, OT, we done, bro. We finna have a
Yeah,
conversation.
he a bitch ass old man perpetrating. Yeah,
All right, bet. All
think
right,
twice,
so
nigga.
I
Cause
choke
I
the
look,
will
fuck
link
out
with
your
you,
hold
little
on. We
ass,
gonna read
nigga.
the
hoe
super
ass
chat,
nigga.
y'all. I'm finna read the
Yeah,
super
think
chat.
twice.
All right. The rational antagonist says black women goes along with white supremacy language of baby mama being the demons of America troop. As black men, we are always compared to the lowest of us. Wow. What's that? WM?
I think white
That's
men.
right. I guess I mean
White men.
WM.
oh
White
yeah,
men.
yeah, okay, yeah. White men get compared to the highest of them. All right, man. Let's go and get to the review, man. We got a review about the 80-20 rule in marriage. Explain why relationships fail. We still got room for 2 other people on the panel. So if y'all want to come up, y'all more than welcome to come up. More than welcome. I'm gonna drop the link. We got 2 more spots because we about to review this video. Like I said, JT openly said he's willing to apologize, even though he did go overboard. And Karen shouldn't have never shot the shot at him, talking about struggling reading. That was very unnecessary on her part. So they both had an infraction, if we're going to be honest. Do y'all agree? Does everybody agree?
Agreed.
She ain't have to say that. I'll say that.
So OTC, you agree that she didn't have to shoot the jab, right?
She ain't have to do that.
I bet. Okay. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. And then another thing, like people can't do things like it's just like if I swing at OTC and he pull out a knife and he jugging me, I should have left him alone, right or wrong.
Facts.
Right.
That's what I be telling you, leave me alone.
Boy, you want skinny jeans. I will run and you can't catch me, boy. Get out.
I'm gonna bear hug you when I first see you. I'm gonna hug you so hard.
Bro,
I'm gonna bear hug your ass.
You think
y'all
just
gonna get a picture? Hey, y'all, I'm gonna get Trey
because you 6'6".
brother hug.
You think because you 6'6", boy, listen. Boy, I would go straight for your ankles, boy.
Hey,
you,
JT,
boy.
I'm gonna hold him for like 2 minutes off the ground.
Hey,
he gonna see how high 6'6" is in the sky.
Bro, my best friend is 6'5". What you talking about?
Not come no close to the
bro,
tip of my nose.
My best friend is 6'5". You ain't saying nothing.
JT. Look, my forearms the size of his torso. I'm
my best friend is 6'5". You ain't talking about nothing.
JT, I'm gonna hold him just like this for 2 minutes. I'm be like, bro, I love you. I bet he don't. What you want to eat?
I bet it up.
And you better not. You better get a fingertip to my nose, bro, because you gonna be 6'6" in the sky just like me, nigga.
Yeah, I won't see it.
You gonna be at your peripheral. You gonna see how I look at 6'6".
We gonna see.
Okay, what's the name of that guy that you said that you reviewing?
Hold on, his name James Sexton. Hold on, I'm pulling him up now.
I think I just seen some stuff.
All right, here you go, right here. I found it, y'all. Hold on, let me start this over real quick.
So, James, big appearances happening recently, tons and tons of appearances on big podcasts, clips going viral. People are looking for your wisdom.
Oh,
one of the things that...
My wisdom? That sounds lofty.
So people
mix me up with Sam Harris. Go ahead.
So surprisingly, I thought people didn't read still. But people are looking into your writings, your books, people...
There it is.
Little plug right there.
Yeah, little plug.
So people would love to hear you talk about the 80-20 rule.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that. Most of the stuff, I jokingly said that my book should be called like Wisdom I Pulled Out of My Ass, because it really is just observations of what I saw in 25 years of practicing divorce law and having that very unique ringside view. But one of the things I've noticed in unhealthy relationships is when the balance because look, people talk very easily about how marriage is a 50-50 proposition and relationships should be 50-50. And there's like this fair share movement or some of these other things. I've always said like Gen Z's favorite thing is naming things that already existed and pretending they invented it. But there's a lot of this stuff about like, oh yeah, in marriages, it should be like 50-50 or roughly 50-50. And I think that's just an unrealistic standard. It's not true. It's not really accurate. It ends up being a lot of the times like an 80-20 and it shifts. So there's times in the relationship where one person's doing 80% of the work, the other person's doing 20% of the work. Or you can look at it as one person's getting 80% of the benefit, the other person's getting 20% of the benefit. And the question is once you get out of that range, that 80-20 range, where it's higher, where it's like 90-10, or where it's been 80-20 for too long in one direction, that's when I think you start to see, because most of the people that when I talk to them about sort of the history of their marriage, which is a big part of starting a divorce process with somebody, is talking about the history of their marriage. There have been, and in any relationship I've ever been in, and most of the healthy relationships I've ever observed, or even the unhealthy ones, there seems to be like, times where you're Lionel Richie and times where you're the Commodores, times where you're Beyonce and times where you're Destiny's Child. Like it could be when someone's, doing something professionally, like starting a new business, or it could be when a baby is first born. It could be when you move into a new location. It could be when someone loses a parent or has a sick family member, or they're dealing with a health issue themselves, or one of your kids is dealing with a health issue. These are all things that sort of shift the balance of who's doing what in the relationship. And I think rather than sort of locking ourselves into this narrative that 50-50 is what everything should be all the time, it's not so much about equality as it's about equity, right? Like it really is about each person bringing their unique gifts, their own unique constitution, their personality, the things they have to contribute to the relationship, bringing that to bear, sometimes in a way where they're doing the majority of the heavy lifting and sometimes where they're the recipient of that. And again, that balance is going to shift from time to time, especially in a long-term relationship where you're going to see each other through losses, through joys, through victories, through struggles that lead to something productive.
You got to review him.
Absolutely nothing.
Or he will flag you.
Just to feel like failures. And in any long-term relationship, you're going to see that. We see that even as parents, right? You see in the journey of parenthood that there's periods of time where you're incredibly hands-on, and then there's periods of time where you're kind of hands-off, and it's more about sort of trusting the process.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, all right. You said you know. All right.
Can I get to the point I was trying to get to? But go ahead.
I was just telling you he's known for flagging people. That's all I was saying.
I got you. All right, so that was the main point I wanted to bring out was the 80-20 aspect of a relationship, right? And a lot of people talk about 50-50. We've all heard the 50-50 conversation, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talk about 50-50, 50-50, 50. But like he talked about, you can have a death in the family, change of job, illness, all these different variables in a relationship could cause one person to reap 20% of the benefit and the other individual, why am I hearing the echo? To be outputting 80%, and that dynamic could change at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all agree?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. I think that a lot of the 50-50 conversations are internet conversations, but like if you have a woman who just had a baby, you might have to pick up a load a little bit more while
Mm-hmm.
she's coming back. Or for example, you start a new business, she might got to pick up the load a lot. So
Right.
the relationship's supposed to flow, and we really supposed to be asking ourselves, what do my relationship need to be at this moment? It don't supposed to be a selfish thing. And I think
Right.
so many people go into relationships saying I, and they don't have the mindset of
The
what's best for we.
Mm-hmm.
the
Right.
thing is
Setting up expectations
the
before.
there is no such a thing as 50-50. That's impossible. Usually somebody going to do more than the next party, and I believe usually it's going to be the man for the most part, for the majority of the time. You got to do a little bit more.
I think most relationships start off at 50-50, and then the moves start moving because most for you to take on that person, you want to make sure that you getting yours out of it. And that person, that's usually why you take the person on and say, hey, I want to take this person on because they're gonna give me this and that. And I'm not saying it's exactly 50. You can say it's 49, but it's like an
Right.
equal exchange is what you get into as marriage. And then
Mm-hmm.
after marriage, that's when the flow start happening where you're moving where hey, now I need you to take on 80% of the load while I take on 20 or vice
Yeah,
versa.
the
It's,
But
the thing is
do y'all
that
think that people get complacent in the way that the marriage starts, and then when the shift happens, that some people are not willing to take on that shift, or they're not prepared for the shift, and then it starts affecting the relationship in a different way.
absolutely. Yeah,
I
I
think they
think
get overwhelmed. Yeah.
well, I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, what's that noise?
I think that's
there's a
OTC.
crazy ass
So
noise. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's OTC because he's the new. So what I'm saying is, when you first get together, everybody putting their first foot forward, and that's why everybody's getting served in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
That at that point, that's why I say this. That's the closest you're gonna get to 50-50. And then
Mhm.
after the marriage, then it's like, whoo, most people start relaxing because they say, okay, let me kind of get into my normal groove. Let me get into my complaciveness that we see in marriage. And then that's when this pendulum of the relationship start going. And the biggest thing is you just gotta understand it's my turn. Some people don't have go into relationships and say, hey, it's my turn to put in a little bit more effort in this season. And guess what? You might put a little bit more effort in. And what I've seen with a lot of like relationships, men talk about the effort that they put in at the beginning of the relationship, working all that. But when I looked at my grandfather, when I looked at all these, the women took care of them for the last 15 years. And those women was putting 80-90% because they couldn't do nothing other than being served by that woman. So, but do relationships go that long? I'm just saying that we gotta say that it's gonna be flow. Yes, you might have did all the work as a man, but when you old and you
Either
need
man.
somebody, go
What
ahead.
either
I
man? Let
think
me ask you this: what exactly when you say the woman took care of the grandpa? Like what exactly did they do for grandpa?
I think everything at the end meet, I saw my grandfather completely get taken care of like a caregiver almost. Like, I mean, like
Do
when I'm talking about feeding, bathing, like that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. It's like we don't see the
yeah.
end of a lot of these relationships. I mean, she was full blown serving him at the end of that relationship. He wasn't
Do
working. He
you
wasn't doing.
think do you think that's the norm, or do you think that's
yes.
based on the fact that for the most part, men, I think women live longer than men. I think it's like about only about 5 years, 4 years, something like that. I might be wrong on the number, but I know I'm very close to it. Do you put that into the equation?
Yeah, I'm just saying the relationships I've seen go the distance, right? The ones who was like death do our part. most of the time I seen that woman taking care of that man at the end. At the end of it, like I'm saying, I saw that woman serving that man, and she was putting twice as much effort into taking care of him. So it was her 90, but I saw him throughout their whole relationship. He was paying all the bills. He was putting his 90. So that's what I'm telling you. It's like if these relationships go that distance, I seen both of them at a level of service where they was putting more in the relationship than they was getting, but that's what they spouse needed at that time.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah, that's
reason
what I
I
was
ask you
gonna
that is
say.
because hold on one second, yeah, I can have it. The reason why I ask you that is because that actually happened with my grandma, my grandpa too, right? But my grandma died first. My grandma died a couple of years ago, right? And my grandma was taking care just in the house thing. But however, my grandma never worked. You see what I'm saying? My grandma popped 13 kids for the nigga. You see what I'm saying? So he did pretty much the work in the beginning. And when I say the beginning, in the first 50 years, you see what I'm saying? At the end, and then obviously he couldn't work no more. They old as hell right now. I mean, my grandpa's old as hell right now. And then their kids, which is my father and his 8 brother and my 4 other aunties, they start taking care of them, providing for them. So do you put do you think that's because the man, for the most, it's not 100% obviously, but do you think it's because the man do in the example that I just gave you, he did everything in the beginning. Do you put that into the equation?
Yeah, I think a man beat up his body, so at the end, his body
Yeah,
is not really. It got to be taken care of. Versus a
yeah.
woman reserve her body, and then at the end, she's able to take care of that man because she reserved it. I just think that this relationship that we say, what are we getting out of it? We not looking at the whole time of the relationship. We just want to look up at that moment who was quote unquote getting the most out of it. And I think that's the selfishness that we done got to in relationships today.
Yeah, I think can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
I was gonna say during the dating phase is a little bit unbalanced. Then once you the beginning of marriage it becomes balanced. Then once you start introducing kids and career into it, the woman takes on a little bit more responsibility with the kids, and then the man takes on a little bit more responsibility with the finances, right? So technically it balances out, right? And then once you become empty nesters, when those kids are no longer in the home and they're out doing their own thing, I think it becomes balanced again. And then, like Edaman just said, once you get into the elderly range, depending upon if you guys both stayed healthy or not, or one didn't, or one or the other, whatever, then it's going to become imbalanced again until then. So I think there's layers to it.
Well, it's
So I'm
also,
agreeing.
yeah, so it's also another dynamic where you have to have children that you have probably need more care, right? Autistic. You have children that, retardation. They might be handicapped in so many different ways. That is a different dynamic also. And a lot of families have that dynamic, right? So you're going to have a lot of people have kids that they're going to be taking care of for the rest of that child's life. And so a lot of these things that we observe, or if you've ever been through it, there's pressure, right? That's in your marriage. Um, from what I observe, that pressure in a marriage, that is the better or worse, right? Because these are the things that you when you get married, the gamble that you have to go through is, what is it going to be like? You don't know. So what I'm hearing people talk about is they want, before I get with this person, I have to be 100% that this person is going to be faithful, and I have to be 100% that you don't know. You don't know. So the way that you have to do it is to go by a lot of these things that we have. Read the instructions. A lot of
So
people don't want to read the instructions.
do y'all think that's the cause of a lot of marriages and divorces is the dynamic of when the 80-20 switches? Because
Yes.
like he said, you might absorb 80% of the responsibility, and then that person only has 20% of the responsibility. But based off trials and tribulations and just life in general, that dynamic might change. And so, question for the ladies: if it was to change where the lady was absorbing 80%, do y'all believe, or when a man goes through something, we know it ain't true because there's never those on the panel, because we know what Summer gonna say. I mean, man, but it is what it is, right? And shout out to Summer for always holding her husband down. But I'm talking about the average woman, Summer. So please don't make this anecdotal. Is the average woman ready for when the dynamic shifts or when the dynamic changes in the marriage, and to be able to endure what a man goes through when they have the bulk of the responsibility? And when the responsibility comes on a woman, a lot of them don't count up the cost, and they willing to divorce their husband because that marriage or relationship is not serving them anymore.
I think, in all honesty, when it comes to go ahead, Dory.
Oh, I was gonna say he just answered that question already. Like he was like, they're willing to divorce their husbands over having that responsibility. You answered your question.
I think he's wrong though.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
think
Summer.
the real question. Yeah,
How am I wrong if I asked a question?
Well, it was definitely a statement. It was definitely a statement,
No.
but okay.
It was not. I didn't come to a definite conclusion.
Well, it was a question with the answer in it.
All right, Edomir. All right, watch this. How many times have you heard a woman divorced for what is it?
Irreconcilable differences.
But that don't prove that it was 80-20. That's what I said. That doesn't prove that.
No, that's not what I'm saying, bro. Use your brain. You supposed to be smart. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I'm telling you.
I said if the relationship shifts.
I think it happens in every relationship. That's the point that I'm telling you. I didn't say a
relationship. Not what I said.
No, let me tell you what I'm saying. What I think you're incorrect about, right? I think it's the lack of communication. I think if a man come and say,
"Hey," that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
If a man come to a woman and say, "Hey, I lost my job. I need you to pay these bills. I'm looking for a job."
I never went into detail. You're going into detail.
I'm just giving you an example, Trey.
You can't say I'm wrong if I didn't go into detail, either, man.
Okay. I'm just telling you what I disagree with. Like, you can
disagree when I never went into detail?
You gave us enough to be able to make an assessment of what you're saying.
No,
okay, so let me ask you
all
this.
you got to do is answer his question because he just told you posed the question to you. What he posed it to Summer, but either man want to answer and Dory interrupted. Now, either man, go ahead and answer his question.
And I said that I disagree with his question, so no is the answer.
How you gonna disagree with his question?
I didn't answer the
question.
I said no.
How do you disagree with a question?
It's easy to
disagree. Ask the question, Peter, man.
He stated what he believed is the problem.
No, I said, could this be going on in relationship?
No, so
and guess what?
Good God.
The answer is yes, because
you already had your answer.
All relationships dynamics change, Either man. What are you talking about?
But that's not the reason. If you really follow what I'm telling you, I'm saying no to your question. No.
Okay, I got you. So, Either man, so you do not hear women say that they relieve relationships because that relationship is not serving them anymore.
Nah.
What I was going to say to that, I think I agree with Edelman. I was going to say it's lack of communication and
hold on, no, Summer. So you're telling me that women don't say that?
Because it's lack of
no. Hold on, we can go into details in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Do women say that?
Not the majority. No.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Summer now.
Oh, okay.
Not the majority of women say
it. Don't hold on. Did I ask you the majority say it?
So that would imply yes, some women do say it, but not the majority.
No, the majority do say that. So now let's be real.
Okay, so let me tell you why I feel like it's irreconcilable differences. I don't believe it's the unwillingness for either party to go the 80-20 and to switch it, right? But I believe what, like Edelman said, is lack of communication and appreciation when that shift happens, right? Remember when I was saying about the data boys? A lot of times people are underappreciated when they take on the roles or have to switch it over. They don't appreciate when that individual does that, or they do not communicate.
You saying literally what I'm saying?
No, well, then
we just okay. You literally just said, Summer. No, you literally just said when the roles change. That's what you said.
You asked me if I feel like that is the case. I'm answering your question, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
He
That's how
came
you
to fight
supposed
today. Trey came to fight. I'll get him.
you. But
No,
that's how you.
because
You said,
y'all
listen. Do you
because
think? You said,
Hey,
do
he
you
said
y'all are
think?
playing.
shit
I
earlier.
said, you said, do you think it's because of the 80-20? If that's why the divorces are happening, this, that, and the third? And I said, yes. I
Okay.
think, but however, I think a component of it is when it switches, it's not
Mhm.
necessarily due to the switch itself, but what happens when it switches. There's a lack of appreciation and or lack of communication when that switch has to happen. Somebody's feeling underappreciated in that sense, right? Where I'm out here busting my
But watch
butt
this. It
trying to
shouldn't
be
be.
okay.
If
Okay.
we are married, it's for better or for worse. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, but people still want to feel appreciated.
And I agree 100%. Right.
Yeah, that's all
But
I'm
but
saying.
but what I'm saying is counting up the cost. A
Right,
lot
it's
of
for
people.
better or for worse, but if you feeling like you out like if you out here busting your tail out to make a home for your family to provide and you're working and you come home and every day that wife is not appreciating your effort to provide for the family, you're going to start feeling some sort of way, and vice versa. If the woman sitting in the home, she cleaning, she cooking, she doing all this, the man come in and throw his dirty boots across the thing and then heifer, where's the dinner, whatever. I'm being extreme because whatever, but I'm just saying it's lack of appreciation or
Uh,
communication that starts the breakdown of the
as
relationship. And some people can't stick
uh,
in there when it gets bad, or when
uh,
people don't like to communicate. Sometimes people hold their feelings in, and then they're like, "I'm just going," they
oh,
start planning an escape instead of communicating. Hey, I would appreciate it if X, Y, Z. Da 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 da. Could you
I
hold it down
believe
for a
all that
little
shit is
bit?
excuses.
Well, I've been married for
Totally.
27 years. Have you done it? I'm trying to give you an
Uh,
example. This is what the issue is. This is what the
I,
issue is. I'm trying
I'm
to
not
tell you. And
talking.
I know people
I'm
that have
not
been
talking
married for
about.
30 years. So I'm trying to tell y'all they ain't been married for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's
I
okay.
just
I'm not talking about your
It's
personal
not,
life. I don't know you.
it's
But my
not
point is,
personal. I
a
do
lot of
couples counseling too. That's
uh,
what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you.
the thing
I
is,
know.
a lot of that shit is excuses.
Okay.
And the excuses is like the financial thing. What's the other reason? What's the number one reason, Trey? I know you said. I forgot
No,
somebody
I was
said
just
it.
saying.
Irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
number one.
yeah, those are excuses, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you cannot make me believe that you was with this man for 2, 3, 5, 7 years. All of a sudden, he don't make enough money for you to stay with him. That's impossible for me to believe. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the cover up to get the fuck up out of there. And the main reason is they just want to get back in the street and throw that pussy around. There's no way around it. There's no way around it.
You
That's just what it is.
disagree with Trey. If they just want, listen, have nothing to do with the 80-20 then. It's just they want to get back in the streets and mess around based off your theory.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
the point that I'm saying is men lose their jobs all the time. I'm telling you right, and the women have to pick up the
But
load, and they're not
but it's a
leaving.
man.
Hold on. Okay,
But it
let me
my bad. Well, go
So
finish. Go
so
ahead, my
so
bad.
you
Go.
think the average woman is picking up the load, either man?
Yes.
yes,
Yes, yes, I see it.
absolutely.
And that's
For
how
how
I know the
long?
whole money thing, irreconcilable difference, though. That's a cap out. That happens all the time. She just don't want to be there no more. She just want to become. She just want to be a hoe again, bro. That's just what it is, bro.
I think
I'm telling
honestly,
you,
I think some
Trey.
people start feeling like that. People realize that they ain't meant to be married. They get in marriages with this fantasy of what it's going to be, and when it comes down to the real work of it all, they get in there and they get like,
Hey,
oh
the
my
average woman
god,
do not hold it down. I don't know
I
where y'all get
I
this
don't.
mess from. But y'all did.
But but
I
but
know too.
but
I know too many married people.
but think about it, Trey. Right?
Me
Think about it,
too.
right?
I know a lot of
They
women.
start.
I know.
Yeah,
This girl
but you
start.
thinking about your circle. I'm talking about.
No, outside of my circle, I do marriage counseling too. I mean, I don't know.
I did
But
marriage counseling for years.
Yeah, I
But
talk
Trey,
to
think
couples
about it,
and
right? They get with each other. They know each other's finances and whatever. What are their shortcomings and all that shit, right? They go through it. They get married, right? Then they start living with each other. Possibly a kid or two come out of that situation, right? And you cannot make me believe after year 7, all of a sudden, this nigga that been nutted in you for 7 years, now he don't make enough money.
Thank you.
That makes
Thank you,
no
Blanco.
sense.
Facts.
But that's what I'm saying. You agreeing with us because what we said, it have nothing to do with the 80-20. It's not about money. I'm telling you, it's women, men lose jobs all the time.
The 80-20 wasn't even about money. Did you even hear what the man said?
The 80-20 is about money too.
No, it includes money, but he was talking about just different aspects of the relationship in general.
Yeah, so usually the 80-20 big swing is money for men. Typically, that's usually what a woman.
I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying. Typically, in that aspect, when a woman has to do more. Now, I'm not saying that this woman want to do this forever. No, I'm not saying that because most women don't want to do that forever. But if her man is down, I just truthfully, honestly believe that she's gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna hold him down for this period of time till he get back on his feet. I'm not leaving him just because he lost his job." That is not a thing.
It happens all the time.
Okay.
I think that's the excuse.
Rose is on his platform. Rose is on his platform and literally said a nigga had 90 days. Am I lying?
No, you ain't lying.
But that's what they Frank. Do we believe what these bros be saying all day? Bro, they be lying.
I'm just saying you either believe them or you don't, man. It's crazy.
Listen, one thing I learned, JT, is you gotta believe the complete opposite for the most of the shit that these bros be saying on social media, bro. You gotta believe the complete opposite. If they're looking for a 6'5" nigga, their baby daddy's 5'6".
Hey, Blanco, let me tell you something I learned. I believe everybody at their word until they prove me wrong, or I see that they lying.
So yeah, I'm not.
You gotta keep up with a lie.
I had a partner. Listen, I had a partner say he was gonna. I had a partner say he was gonna unalive himself, and I took him for a joke. And guess what?
It happened.
It happened.
Yeah, I just like, especially like these women who in relationships with the person they want to be in a relationship with, they go hold that man down. Now, like I said,
hold him down.
Yeah, they not. It's not gonna be no. He can't not have no job for no 7 years, no 10 years. Like it
I
can't be
see
no.
women leave men all the time. Y'all is tripping.
Because they don't like them anymore. I think that's what Edelman is saying. Because they don't like them anymore.
And they go back to what Blanco said.
They were married, so they don't.
They go back to what Blanco said. How
they
you
don't like
eat?
them anymore.
How you might eat them for 7 years? And then I lose my job, and then all of a sudden you just.
All of a sudden, I don't like them no more.
He stopped being your eater at year 2. Let's not be the truth. She was your eater at 7 years, and then she just stopped. And she come on, like, are we gonna really have a conversation, Trey? She been stopped being your eater. Like she didn't just. I'm telling you, that money wasn't the reason she was your eater for 7 years.
You already know. Married men get the less sex. Let's stop playing.
Oh, that's crazy too.
That's a fact.
And the crazy part, Trey, is that listen, bro, I crack a lot of bitches in my lifetime, bro. Listen, bro. And some of them hoes were married. I'm sorry. They were around Miami, Vegas.
Hey, y'all already know my testimony.
Yeah. Right? Bro, listen, bro. Once these hoes is ready to go throw that pussy around the strip, my nigga, that's the excuse they're gonna use, bro.
Bro, I don't know what
he
you
lost
talking
his
about
job.
on that. Trey, I disagree with you, homie.
Right.
What?
No, I forgot. You said on average. My apologies. Keep going, Blanco.
That's just the excuse that they got to put down on their paperwork, because I'm pretty sure when they got to file for the divorce, I'm pretty sure being a hoe is not an option. So they got to use the next excuse.
But that's the point is, so do you disagree with what Trey is saying then, that he said that he think it's because they doing 80% of the work is why they leaving?
That's not what I said. I never said that.
Man, you be shit.
Bro.
You just say now that they doing 80% of the loads.
I never said that, brother.
Hold on. I want to make sure you didn't say that the dynamic switch now that they're doing the majority of the work.
No, man.
So that wasn't in your question. Okay.
No. Right. I made that statement, but I wasn't talking about that the dynamic shifted of women doing 80% of the work. What I was saying is that at times in the relationship, a man would do 80%, a woman would do 20%. In times of the relationship, a woman would do 80% and a man would do 20%. I was just talking about that the dynamic changes, and are people truly ready to count the cost of being in a marriage.
Yes, I think the people who want to be married want to, because what I'm telling you is the people that don't want to be married, that other
See,
person
man,
should
you
be
gotta
doing
go off the results of
100%.
what happens in
Hold
marriages,
on,
though,
hold on,
not what
hold
you
on one
think, bro.
second. I don't know why y'all think you have to start talking when I talk. Go ahead, bro. Say
And
what you got to say.
I think you're
Go ahead,
denying
man. I've been quiet for a
you're
minute, but go
denying
ahead.
how
You
much
got it.
infidelity transpires in marriages. I think you're
Yeah,
denying.
That have
you
nothing to
ignoring that.
do,
Not even
but y'all keep
close.
bringing up stuff that
You,
have
you,
nothing to do with your question.
oh my
But you
god.
got to put into the question, the man.
Yo, yo,
I
no,
think
because
you got to
now we
consider.
talking about infidelity. Infidelity have nothing to do with it. Is moving 80% to
It
20%
has
and it's
everything to do with
rotating.
the relationship. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because if that's infidelity, even if somebody doesn't know, it affects the marriage.
I know, but what I'm telling you is if we was having a conversation, do infidelity affect relationships? I would say yes. The question was that you doing 80, she doing 20, and it's moving. Does
And
that is something totally different from
yeah, but hold on, but
infidelity.
watch this. But that'll cause a woman to step out in a relationship, and then
Facts.
the man is dependent on a woman, but she has an out because she's dealing with somebody outside the relationship, and she's not
Boom.
used to that type of responsibility, and she wants to be in her soft woman era, so she'll go deal with a man that has the finances to put her in a soft girl era. And now this man looking up, dang, she didn't hold me down when I was vulnerable. I done seen it happen time and time again. Man, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so I think we arguing cause and effect, right? So
100%.
so so the point that I'm making is I actually think that the relationship that is steady at a same percentage that is boring have a more chance of chaos than the up and down relationship. Like the up and down, like like so I that's the point that I'm arguing. I don't think it's the 80. Like I think it's the one that's 50-50 or 80-20 and it's not moving and that person get bored with the other person. There's no excitement. There's no variable of that.
But watch this. Who typically with keywords typically this time? Who typically gets bored? The man or the woman?
I think both.
Okay.
If I had to say more, I would say men.
This
Women.
dude cannot be
Bro.
Women.
transparent.
Women.
I
Bro.
tell y'all these things and y'all just
It's
want to disagree
absolutely,
with
and
me.
I would disagree with it because I'm
Bro.
telling you, women when they get bored, they do shit. They get bored, they go
That,
shopping. They get bored, they go on a trip. They get bored, they do shit. They start
but
going to the gym. They get bored. It's like,
Pilates.
yeah, they
but
start
the
doing a
thing
lot of things
is,
because, and the thing would be is because they're bored. When you ask them, well, would you? I'm bored. I need to do something. They can't sit their ass still. So
but the
when
They
they
thing
come,
just
is,
want to go
bro,
on a trip. I want to go to
Don't
but
the
the
y'all
thing
know
gym.
that
is,
I
housewives?
want to go.
Don't y'all know housewives cheat more than any other women, a group of women?
I'm just trying to
There's
Yeah.
a housewives
understand
out
that.
there though.
but I
Hold on, I'm
believe if
trying.
the man is incorrect because when the man is bored, he still stays for the most part. It's not nothing is 100% right.
He
He gonna
still
stay
pay
because
the
he got
bills. He still
yeah
go to work miserable.
The
because he
question.
got
The
yeah,
question
but
was
most
who
because
get
Hey,
bored.
JT, what are you talking about?
no, most men,
hold on,
if they're
because he is the one because for the most part in the majority relationship the man gonna have the most to lose because he understand if he go ahead express that with wifey he gonna get kicked out of the crib now he gonna leave his 3 4
but you're
bedroom
talking
home
about
to whatever the
this is what I'm
hold
saying.
on hold on
We're
hold
talking about
on hold on bro let
infidelity,
me finish
bro.
no I don't say nothing about infidelity I say who's most bored who the person want to be most bored right so the man cannot be the most bored because even when he bored he got to swallow that pill when a woman say she bored in a relationship that shit is over nigga
Facts.
it's game
That's a
over
fact.
man
Dog, I ain't never had a homie that say he was bored. Nigga, do something then. We always doing something. Men don't have to be bored. Sometimes we like to just sit and chill.
That's true.
And if we ain't chilling, what we doing? What you do, Trey,
yeah
when you out there? Because I know you ain't
but
bored. You do exercise, right? You got people that you train. You on this podcast, right? When is it a time in your life where you say, I'm bored?
but the
That
thing
shit
is
is
JT
that shit is immature for a man
we
to
got
say
so
I'm
many
bored.
things. We got so many things to do. JT is not even funny. Our phone is watching the game. Our phone is playing pool. Our
Just prove
phone
my
is
point
playing
then.
video games. You see what? No,
So y'all
I don't
argue that
disagree. What?
men don't
Yeah,
get
but JT,
bored?
women will find that
I mean,
bored though.
that's so wild.
We
Y'all think
don't.
men don't get
No,
bored? Okay.
you're saying he asks who gets bored women or men. Women get bored.
I said the most.
Yeah.
What it sounds
Okay,
like
the
is
most.
men like to do
The
activities within
most.
the home. But what it sounds
But
like is men like to do activities in the home. If you're saying watching the game or playing the game or doing whatever, chilling out, smoking a cigar on the patio with your cognac, whatever. You guys, men like to be homebodies most of the time when they settle down, right?
Yeah.
There's women, like the example you're giving, JT, is women tend to not like to do that. They like to be out. They like to do activities, right? So then what they do is they can say it's not immature to say I'm bored, but it's immature to sit in your boredom and then start blaming other people about you being bored.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
it's a
I agree
mature,
with that.
it's a mature
That
thing to
makes
say,
but
sense.
Miss
yeah, no, I'm a
Hold
bit
on,
Summer.
let me
bored.
get Super Chat,
Let
brother.
me
Hold
go
on.
do some classes or something, you know.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
real quick, y'all. Shout out to Nicholas. He said with the $5. Most women leaving if they have to tote the load. Seen it and experienced it with my kids' mom. Period. Blank. And I held it down for years. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Hey,
Y'all
I
can't
question.
wish
miss me
he'd
with
come up
this,
here.
man.
I wish he'd
Hey,
come up here.
question. I know.
Y'all
I
can't
know.
miss me with this, man. I'm trying to
No,
tell
OG
y'all.
would know this. My bag, bro. What them Sister Shabazz say that women intelligent, even though they mature quicker than boys, they stop
Oh
at a
shit.
14-year attitude or age thinking.
That's what she said. Shiraza
Yeah.
Ali,
Yeah.
whatever her name is. Yeah, she
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Ali. But the truth of the
It's
matter is, bro, is that the fact that the truth is we are we can entertain ourselves by ourselves, bro, by just doing the most minimum. And we are women's fun. We have to be around for women to have fun. We are the one with the character. We are the one with the jokes. We are their entertainment.
so
That's
you
what you
think
don't.
women don't have fun outside of men?
Nah. Yeah.
No, bro. I
That's
mean, obviously,
crazy.
That's
but
crazy,
it
though.
depends. You gotta understand. You gotta understand the point, bro. Man is all usually the most funny guy. We the one that have to have the personality because we are the one pushing the line on them. You see what I'm saying?
I,
Most women don't have personality like that, bro. They just
Oh
don't. So
Lord.
so 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 when
What
a
what
bunch of
what
I'm trying
lane
to
bros,
you
help you.
hang
hold on,
around?
No.
time out.
You know,
I
Hold on.
go see
When a
women
bunch of
outside having a
you
good
sound like
time. It
little
ain't no
girls that you
man
Having
talking
a
about,
inside.
Poppy.
ball, honey. Just
but
having a ball.
You sound like
Yeah.
little girls you talking
yeah,
about, Poppy.
huh?
Yeah,
These
what
don't
the
sound
hell?
like women, man, because women they find shit to do. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
talk
they
about
always,
niggas all day long.
especially if they got listen, especially if they got little girls, right? They brownie. They be the den mother for brownies, or what's the other ones that they have? The little daisies. If they
Soccer
daughters in,
moms,
they got the
soccer moms.
like
PTA.
like with my kid's mom, she was into that shit for years for both of my kids for gymnastics and cheer and all these different things. And they got the Girl Scouts. Plus they be out, man. These women be doing all kind of shit. That's why I said that shit sound crazy as hell. Women will get bored easily because they have to do shit. We understand it. When a woman is looking in my face and she looking at me and say, "I'm bored. What we gonna do?"
Uh,
That's a little girl to me. That is not a
let
grown
me
ass
ask you this,
woman.
JT. Let me ask you, JT. Like, who usually sustain longer friendships, relationship with each other? Men on men or women on women?
It would be men. However, women have more friends. By the time we get about 50 years old, we probably got 3 of them motherfuckers.
They got fake friends,
They
JT,
got
right?
associates, JT. They
No,
got
They're
associates.
gonna have fake
no.
friends. They're gonna
I
have
know
fake
women.
friends.
I know women. Well, you got women. Yeah, you got some of them that are fake. I ain't talking about them type of women. You
Yeah.
ask who have women have friends that they've been friends since high school or college and stuff, and they really are friends,
Eh,
right? I understand the fake ones and all that. They don't last long. I'm talking about
eh,
lifetime friends.
Who,
Women have
but the
more than
reason,
men.
who do
but
you
JT,
think
the
they be
reason I asked
talking
you
on
that
the
question,
phone to?
the reason they asked you that question was very simple, JT. Like, I'm pretty sure if I go across this panel, right? There's how many men over here? Like 6 men, right? I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure they're gonna have at least 5 guys, solid guys from goddamn middle school, nigga. You call that nigga, even though
No.
you haven't talked to the nigga for like 3-4 months, you pick right back up, right? I promise you, you ask the women the same thing, they barely gonna have 1 or 2, bro. They only was
Come
gonna be
on,
just some fake
ask. I
shit,
want
bro.
you to ask. Ask.
No, because you're gonna lie.
No, I'm not. I don't lie on here. When you lie, you got to keep up with a damn lie. That's too exhausting. I'm too old for that.
I'm fucking with you, son.
Especially if
It's just
you know women that are in sororities, man, I'm telling you,
Yeah, yeah.
you talk about friends. And listen, they got friends on top of friends. And
But even man, they got a saying that you women know their real friends when they go on a girl's trip, bro. Yo,
Yeah, but these,
I seen so many girls break up their friendship over the dumbest, littlest thing on planet Earth, bro.
I
I've
think
barely
that,
seen niggas doing that, bro.
but I think we talking about two different grades of women for one. Blanc. I'm talking about
facts.
me and you. I understand the younger girls and stuff like that, but what I'm telling you, when women are like past 35 and they just no, them women be doing everything, especially the sorors. They always into some shit. Women empowerment. Then they got brunch Sunday and they got all kind of shit. And if they in church, they got shit that they doing in church. It's like they do so much shit. I'd be like, listen, hey, take some of that shit off your schedule.
right, right.
Spend some
Calm
time
down.
with me.
Right.
You
Like
doing a
JT,
lot of shit.
like have you ever been to like a paint night or like a wine and sip night? Like I'm telling you,
Sipping
like
Doing
paint.
all kind of shit.
if
I'm sitting here with a goddamn leisure suit on, sipping on wine, and listening to this motherfucker tell me where these grapes come from and all that shit. And that was because she wanted me to go to that goofy ass shit. I wanted
Like
to stay at home.
I literally have a friends group called Girlfriend 2026 Shenanigans,
facts.
where each person is assigned to pick up something for us to do each month, so we could just meet up and go do sipping paints or the spa or brunch or new things. We ever gonna start an account that we put money in. So that when we go out, we don't have to be pulling out our credit cards. We just go from that account, so we could go do what we got to do.
And I even say brunch would not be a thing if women didn't do it.
Hell no, it wouldn't. Shit,
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
mimosas wouldn't be a thing.
That's a fact.
Either man, that's the
yeah.
realest shit you said tonight.
Y'all should go. It's fun.
They
Endless
invented a new
mimosas is
word.
fun.
They put breakfast and lunch together, took the beer, put it on that month. And then
I'm just
JT, what you say? Mimosas?
The
we
mimosas, boy, they
Hell
hey,
did.
yeah.
hey JT, we at work. We ain't got time to do no brunch. What are we talking about?
Either man, that's why I tell the shit. Let's go to brunch real
Have
quick.
at it. Yeah, have at it, man. And I love to see my woman being involved like that. Even though that's a little too much for me, but I love to see that stuff, man. Because even like with my daughters, they're just as involved too. You know, like both of my kids, they still work with the Girl Scouts, right? They've been Girl Scouts since they were daisies. So, and they're grown now, and just to
My
see
kid
them.
too,
Yeah, just to see them and they know how to give to the community and stuff like that, man. It's just one of the things I do see is that when women do get to a point of being they like growing up, because it's you know we all have to grow up in our different ways, man. That shit is just dope to
though.
see it.
Yeah, but JT, that Girl Scout cookie shit have become near a scam at this point, bro. The amount of money that my little girl produced for them, yo, it makes me sick to my stomach, yo. I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. We produce, bro, because they
Hey,
put like they give you like 300 cookies, but they got $7 a pop. Come
ain't that
on,
shit
bro.
expensive now, bro? That shit.
Yeah,
Thin mints, motherfucker, be that's the seller right there, boy. Them damn shortbreads and thin mints.
All right, real
That's
quick. Nicholas came back, said friends are one of the main reasons they leave. And that is
No, she is. The
that's
person in
a
the relationship is the main reason they leave.
I
I'm just
understand
like, yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but a lot of times those friends will be that tipping point that are kind of convinced that woman to
yeah.
No,
leave.
she already thought those thoughts. Like I'm telling, she already thinking about leaving that man.
I
She just
understand that.
agreeing.
No. I understand that, but if she had a friend that's gonna hold her accountable, like, hey, listen, don't leave that man. They not supporting it. It'll be a different energy. Is all I'm saying.
Mhm. You're right.
Y'all must say heard that song when a woman fed up.
It's not about that.
Shit,
It's
R.
not
Kelly.
Listen, it's not about nobody else. When a woman fed up, ain't no friend can give no advice to stay a lead. She already fed up.
No, but her friends are a big influence. E, come on, bro. You gotta consider that one, bro. Like a lot of their friends, bro, they can be the worst enemy on that relationship,
All
bro.
right, perfect. So do you believe that male friends are their biggest influence?
No, No, most men go no for real.
That's a good
Bro,
question.
most
It
men
really wasn't.
are independent.
It wasn't?
Hell
I
no.
don't think no
That was
dude
a
did.
great question. That was hey, if
It's
you
not no
really
good question.
Hey Trey, you don't think you influence a lot of women?
No, he was talking about their friends. What are you talking about? The male friends.
That's what I'm talking about.
No,
You say
either
you
man,
got a
tell
lot of
either
female
man,
He
tell
talking
what
friends.
you
about
You
said
don't
again.
think
I
you
think he missed.
influence the
about
women
friends.
around you?
He talk about men being influenced by their male friends to
Yeah,
lead they
he's right. What you talking about?
I misheard him?
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
that 420 shit.
so
Keep
I'm just
going.
trying to I just want to
P
make sure
Smurf,
I
I was
understand.
like, you Liddy.
So you telling me that y'all believe,
Hey,
I just want to make sure.
remember.
So y'all believe men are not influenced by their
I'm
friends.
enjoying the show. Live.
I think we are influenced by him, but I don't think
No,
that it's to a
hell no.
degree.
I ain't
I
never been
don't think we
informed by
can
now one
be.
of my friends. Boy, y'all niggas. What?
No,
In my
That's
relationship,
crazy.
bro, in my relationship,
not in a
Yeah, and
relationship. Nah,
no,
Absolutely.
yeah,
There's a lot of y'all
no.
cheat because of y'all friends.
and the reason I gotta disagree with you is because usually when it's like my niggas, we are like homies, 15, 20-year equity, we tend to stay away from each other's relationship. We don't comment on
Facts.
that shit too much.
Facts.
That's what I
Facts.
say. Now, when it comes to
Yeah, that's
women,
big
they
facts.
comment. When it comes to women, they
Nigga,
comment on the relationship
they
all
got
day
group,
long. You see what I'm
Blanco,
saying?
they got group chats and everything.
So hold on. I'm just saying. So y'all, y'all don't think men
So you can
influence
understand.
other men to cheat?
So you can understand. No, that's different. If my
we
homie
talk
cheating,
about
I don't
validity,
care.
man. Stay on context, bro.
If my man, if one of my homies cheat on the weather, ain't my problems, my nigga. I don't care less, my nigga. That's not affecting his house. As long as he's going back to whatever he has to do, I'm sorry.
I
That ain't my
get that,
problem.
but hold on. Answer my question because we talking about relationships. Do men influence other men to cheat?
No.
No, nigga, no.
Yeah, man, bro. What type of simp juice you done drunk?
That's crazy. All right. So y'all think y'all just men be just cheating on their own, huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They don't go out. Okay.
You know what you want when you want it. Lust of the flesh ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
Exactly.
We
And
are
either
we are
man supposed to
blind
be
to
a
each
Christian.
other's cheating. We are blind to each other's cheating, my nigga. Hey, listen, man, you ain't see me, I ain't see you, bro. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple, my nigga.
All right, shout out to
Y'all
Nicholas.
niggas be going out together.
Shout out to
Cheating.
What
Nicholas.
that means?
Shout out to Nicholas. Either man, part of the sisterhood. Real talk.
Hey,
He can
so
say what he
sound
want.
like it on that note.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want to
Somebody
say.
influence a
It's fun.
grown
It's funny
man to
how we
go
believe
out
that
there and
men
cheat.
men have been influenced their whole life, and as soon as they get old,
Nah, bro.
no influence left. They just
So you
okay.
you really convinced that guys be out
That's
here,
what I
man, you
had to
need to
come
cheat
out
on
here
your
for.
woman. Come on, man. Quit playing.
Absolutely. I think
Ladies,
Guys don't
I
even
done
look at
seen it
guys
at
like that
I done
these
seen it
days.
at
And you hear
bachelors.
JT say, when you
I'm
get
about
to
to
this
tell you,
age, you
P.
only had 3 friends.
I done seen it at bachelor's party. Dudes, nah, man, I want to do good with my wife, man. I want to do. And he said, nah, you can dance with this
Oh
stripper.
my god.
You can listen. I'm
Bro,
just telling y'all,
you
like,
watch too
if
many Tyler
y'all,
Perry movies,
oh,
bro.
now it's Tyler Perry, y'all.
So
Oh, yeah, y'all ain't never
so
seen that before.
you watch
so you
too many
telling
ever
me
Tyler
watched
Perry
First
movies.
48? Have you
if
ever
I,
watched First 48?
so you're telling me a guy have to convince another nigga to put dick on a hoe. Like, this is what you're trying to make me believe.
Yes, they do it all the
Let me
time.
see if JT on that too. JT, you believe
What?
that men? Hold
Chris,
on,
you believe that?
JT, you
Yes,
believe that men are not influenced by other men?
what do they
We're
call it?
definitely influenced by other men. No doubt about that.
Okay,
Other
I'm
men
just
influence. They influence other men.
okay.
Remember Tisha Campbell's ex-husband, Dwayne Martin, got caught up like every time a male celebrity or something came into town, he was getting them escorts and setting them up with hookups, and and most
That
of them was
word?
married.
That's
Yeah.
because he was the hookup.
Why do you guys have wingmans? You have a
You say he
wingman.
was the
It's
hookup?
influence.
Yeah, he was
I
he
don't
was that.
believe
Yeah,
I don't believe that man shit. We just drip into some pussy anyway. So
I think it's a lot
I
of
don't think it's I
men.
don't think it's a
I think it's a
majority.
lot of men who went out with his homeboy thought he was gonna be faithful, and his homeboy helped him cheat without a
really,
doubt.
like an assist, you just say like an LeBron James assist type of thing.
No
Absolutely.
wingman. Yeah.
Yeah, if you got homeboys that's like that, yeah, you get caught up in that shit too. You ain't just with them and like, okay, well, he doing what he do and I do. It takes some maturity for men to do it. At some point in our lives, I've always said that. At some point in our lives, motherfuckers are cheating. No doubt about it. Especially if you had some homeboys that do that shit. And we will definitely be like, listen, I'll be your alibi. It only happens for a short term though.
But
That's what I was gonna say. Do you think it's
JT,
like an
I'm just
age?
saying the
Do you
power.
think there's an age limit to that? Like as you mature, you don't do that so much.
I
But
don't
when
Nah,
you're
think it's an
younger,
I think
age
you
it's a
limit.
guys,
I think it's a maturity level. I
it's a
think,
maturity.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
this is all I'm saying, JT. They think that the power of influence or the power influence is just women. I think anybody can be influenced. That's why it's wise for married people to choose their circle wisely, without a doubt. Men can fall for it, women can too.
Yeah, men fall
But
for it all the time.
yeah,
Fall
but
for that
E,
shit
but
all the time.
at the same time, let's say you implying that married people shouldn't go with married people, right? Is that what I'm getting from you?
Absolutely. I think the majority of married people
So
friends should be married too.
I
Absolutely.
agree.
I agree with that.
so okay, I'm going to concede to that. Right? However, don't you think it's a possibility that the married people start cheating with each other too?
No.
Really?
That shit can
It
we
can
just
happen. Yeah,
saying that
like
shit can definitely happen. Yes,
I'm not.
because men
Wasn't Jeff
men and
Bezos
women I've
married
been
and
with.
then wasn't Jeff
men-
Bezos married and the new bro that he got was with somebody too? Like, and they cheated with each other.
No,
No,
no, no. No.
they would definitely try you. They would. I've seen dog. We had couples tried us. It's certain things that they do. You ain't around and you see some new couples and shit, and then they kind of like let you in on a little bit of their life and they get to talking and shit like that. Oh yeah. You would have motherfuckers, they would test your marriage in a minute.
I
Swingers?
I have solid couple friends around. I say it all the time. It's about 12 of us. It's 12 of us. We all coupled up. We've never ever. Ooh.
yeah. No, no.
They're like my brother and ooh.
You never heard, but hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Swingers
we've
with
never.
that's why I don't like
So
new friends like that.
Yeah,
so
no new friends,
it,
no new, no.
no. JT's right. If it's swinger friends, cool. But me and my brothers, that like me and my friends, we call each other brothers because we've been around each other
Hmm.
for so long, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We made an agreement when we was in middle school that we won't touch nothing that they done touch. So
That,
I don't even think that,
that's
and it
what's up.
might just be us. I don't even think they exes are attractive. Like I wouldn't mess with none of their people because we
Yeah,
felt like it was too many women in the world for us to follow behind our homeboys.
yeah, and that's how me and my real friends roll with each other, bro. Like once it's like a ex girlfriend, baby mama, and something serious, that's off limit, man. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be between like the brotherhood you got with your homies that you've been riding and dying for like since middle school type days.
Yeah, so that's just how we was. So what JT was talking about, I am not oblivious that doesn't happen. I think a lot of that happened with people who swing and all that stuff. But now we set those rules at a young age.
Mm.
Yeah, and then that goes around when like I used to travel a whole lot. So you meet different couples and stuff like that and you get a chance and we just be laughing like did that woman just try you? She's like, I'm pretty sure she did because they just weirdos like that. A lot of these folks, man, they would definitely try it.
But
They'll see where you from.
I
That's
seen
how
a
you get these swinger people and shit like that.
I've seen a lot of that on cruises. When they you start seeing the pineapples and stuff
The
on them people.
pineapples on the
Oh
door.
yeah, yeah, and like if you really start like people that like you have a dude walk up and try to buy you a drink, like why this nigga like I'm telling you, you'll see it on cruises. They definitely try it on
The
cruises. So
crew,
random people, yeah, but not nobody who you solid should be
the
trying.
anklet, right? The anklets. They got the anklets with the
Yeah.
pineapples on them. They got the man. It's so much. You be like, whoa, this shit, especially on the cruises.
I'm so
Especially on the
glad
cruises.
that I married young because I couldn't even fathom. And they just randoms on a cruise you just met and you
Oh yeah,
what the
like
what?
so once you well traveled, like
I don't
especially
like people like that.
I get it, but sometimes it's a lifestyle,
I
especially
get
when you start talking
yeah.
about foreigners too. Like, say if you like in a situation like you in Australia and all that stuff. I'm just telling you, other countries rock a little bit different, Summer, without a
Okay.
doubt.
I could believe it, but I just can't even fathom even I don't know you like that. Get me behind me. I don't know who you are, what you about to
Get
do.
me
You gonna
behind
throw
me.
you gonna throw me off
Now,
the side of
now
the
you
boat?
all hover
What
at
the
the
heck?
lap.
No. No, I'm just saying that people trust people like that so easily to be doing one night stands or what they be called. I know there's a term out there for the cruisers doing it, but it's just like wild to me how people could do that. It's like you guys trust people like that.
Yeah, but
That's
it's no different from people just hooking up with people on the cruise. Listen, this is why I tell men should never let their women go on no cruise by themselves. Listen, I'm telling you, the cruise is crazy. Listen. I remember like a
Either
trip.
man, why they shouldn't let the women go? They gonna go?
Right. But either man, you said that
Hell yeah.
you're not easily
Okay,
influenced.
okay.
So if a woman going on a cruise, you should know your woman. Standards, boundaries, and
Uh,
expectations at all times.
Nah, y'all
I,
crazy. Listen, I was the
Other
nigga on the
Real.
human being
cruise.
is a
Listen,
Yeah,
man.
what that mean?
What
I was the
they
Going on
nigga
a
on the
girl's
cruise.
trip.
Listen, I
Expectations.
don't care what
they
these
You
women
have to
talk
act
about.
for
if these
yourself. You
married
have to
women
have
go on that
standards.
cruise, either man, they going.
And they get that package.
Uh,
Let me tell you.
No,
Listen, if they
no,
got that alcohol package where they
no.
can drink
Well,
all the
They
alcohol they want,
going.
I don't drink. I don't drink, so
oh,
I don't ever have those issues.
They get.
forget the
listen,
cruise, family.
Always been my life.
you'll
You
be
letting your
surprised
wife
on
be
the.
going on a girl's trip. It's a wrap, nigga. She
Well,
gonna
no,
get
girls
cracked,
trips a
homie.
little different. I don't support
No.
girls trip. Hold on, I don't support girls trip, but it's different from a cruise because a cruise is you locked on with a hunter for 5 days.
Yeah,
Listen, you'll understand when you
yeah.
locked on there with a nigga like me. Listen, I'm gonna get you. Back in my
Do
day,
you support
like,
guy trips?
huh?
Do you support guys trips?
Yes,
I
I
Okay,
don't
do.
really,
no girls
I
trips.
really
Okay.
don't. So me and my wife, if I'm leaving the country, she coming with me. I never thought it was cool for 7 days for me to be with a whole bunch of niggas and not get no ass. So like most of the time for me, we don't do girls trips or guys trip. If I'm leaving for 7 days, 5 days, my wife gonna be there. Like that's just who we are. But if another man said, hey, he wanted to go 10 days somewhere without his wife, that's on him. But I like to have sex on the normal, so I don't see myself 7 days without my wife.
Do you hang out with mostly married people?
Yeah, most of my this is how it was. We was the first of our friends to get married, and all of our friends followed us.
Yep.
Like I got married, my friends got married 3 months later, 6 months later. We got one group with us. They've been dating, I don't know why, for like 8 years. They've been together for as long as we have been together, but they the only one that ain't married. They say they supposed to be getting married next year, but we'll see.
Right, because most
But
of my
most of
friends
our
have been
people.
together since ninth grade, and they've been married like 28. I just calculated like 130 years, 28 years. Like ninth grade, they met each other. They went to college together. Like these are all my friends. I don't
And
have
I,
anybody
I
that's
just
single.
don't have a lot in common with single people. Like if my
Mhm.
single friend, what are you gonna say? Let's go to the club. I'm like, bro, I ain't going to no club. Like usually
Yeah,
what we
let
do
it
is we
go,
do
man.
stuff like game nights. Like we doing game
Right.
Absolutely.
nights. We doing like paint and
We do
sip.
bowling.
We doing
Exactly.
like left, right, center. I don't know if y'all know what left, right, center
Yep.
is.
Left, right, center.
Yes,
We,
either man,
we
left, right,
we
center.
doing left, right. Like we doing couple stuff. That's kind of how our life is. I don't know if y'all ever play Mafia.
Yep.
Like we
We just
we
did
playing
that a
Mafia.
couple of weeks ago.
You play Mafia?
Mafia is
Yes.
what it's at. Yeah.
What about Assassin? Oh, sorry.
Assassin 2, yeah, we play that.
Yeah.
We then this
I,
game, this new game that I tell couples should play is called Bold. I don't know if y'all ever heard Bold.
Hmm.
Bold is like a card game to make you start asking some real questions, right? That's a good, like a whole bunch of like it's cool. So no,
Those are
but
all morale boosters right there. What you just said right there. Those are the things that, and believe it or not, those are things that do keep couples, you know,
together.
wanting to stay together and stuff like that because those are morale boosters. I mean, that's just what it is.
You know
When
how
you
many
looking at
prom
even
parties
when
we have to
men
go
go
to
on,
this week?
a lot of dudes that and that'd be probably my family or something like that. But these cats like to they like to go golfing, right?
yep.
So that's a different type of going and what I'm saying. It's just a lot different. And I think it's just a maturity thing. It's
Right.
just a maturity thing. The club, that's not even. And I'm telling you,
Like go to the club,
the young me used to
go fishing.
club like crazy. I didn't even think there'd ever be a day that I wouldn't go to club with shit.
We
I'm
could
done
take
with
the
that.
jet skis out. We go fishing,
Yeah.
we go camping.
Well,
Like
what
we
y'all talking about?
Cats be
like
buying
Hey
boats and shit.
JT.
Niggas be having
yeah,
boats and shit and
yes.
jet
Yeah,
We get in
skis
the
and
RV. We have
you gotta
RVs.
understand,
We
yeah.
go pull up like
JT, the military messed me up. I would not ever camp unless I got an RV with like some AC. I was field artillery. I was outside half of my career.
Hell yeah.
I am done with being outside,
I still like
sleeping.
it.
Yeah, I
I
get
still
it.
like it.
Listen,
I went camping with a group from Chicago and
nah.
Indiana last year, and man, that shit was. We did it for 4 days. We did that, man. It was dope, man.
I mean, my last field problem, it was like 14 degrees. Right before I got out, I said, never again on be out
I
here.
can, yeah, I
Listen,
can
I was like,
understand that.
I was like, never again. I said, this is the last one. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Like World War III, something happened and I had to do it. I'm cool with it. I can go back to that lifestyle. But just signed up to just say I'm about to be out this door. Nah, I told them get me a satellite. Go get me some of that Elon Musk internet. Get me a satellite in my RT, so I can be on here yelling at y'all. But nah, I'm good. But I go fishing. Like I'm down to do a day trip, go out there fishing, cook on the fire, get back in my RV.
you know
No,
what my friend
RV
and I
camping is
did the
dope
other
too.
day? We blew up 1,000 balloons for the different kids that are going to the prom. All the mothers, we got together, and the wives
Oh,
got together, and we sat, and everybody brought a dish, and we sat and blew up balloons for the
Hmm,
different prom parties that were going on for the different kids. Like
that was dope.
that's the type of stuff that we do. And the men went to the bar.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just think that like most people, I know we had these relationship conversations, but people don't understand how to have fun inside of a marriage. Some people are trying to make it seem like it's miserable in a marriage, and I was like, what are y'all doing? Like even like the challenges that we do, right? Like we did like this scavenger hunt where we searching around town, like you and your spouse, like who gonna find the stuff. Like we having fun.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
Escape
man.
rooms.
A scavenger hunt, man. That's the best date I ever had.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. It's pretty dope. It's way more than doom and gloom. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is about marriage is that it's not about what you get out of it, it's what you put into it. So,
I
you
just went
know,
to a renewal, a wedding renewal. Like I've been to like 10 of them.
oh, vows renewal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Like
don't
that's
I've been
dope.
believe
to
it. I don't
10.
believe in those
And
though.
like I said, my friends, they have kids going to college and they have 3-year-olds because they decided to start over.
Yeah,
Because
I don't believe in
after
that
they
renewal.
after
I
they
told you I
renewed
love
their
you the
vows,
first
they
time.
went home and acclimated, and boop, you have a baby. And
Hey,
it's like,
Sumner,
what?
I'm in it the first time. Well, I gotta tell you
Right.
again.
Well, we did one at 10 years because our first wedding we let the family do it all, right? Because we were so young. But then when we got into our 10th year, I did the way that I would have wanted to do it. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Yeah.
Trey, what's
So
going on? You all
My
right?
bad, bro. Yeah, I'm
That
good.
nigga dropped the mic. Hey, listen. So, no, that's all I'm saying. Is I told my wife we're gonna get married one time. Like we can go on another vacation. We can go on a 10-year anniversary, but I don't like them people like that. I'm about to feed all y'all and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Nah.
go on do it again, either man. Go on do it again.
Oh nah, my wife. Listen, I got married in my pastor office. They say usually the bigger the wedding, the quicker the divorce. That's
Nah,
what I
you're right about that. That's a fact.
They said if that woman don't want you and she want that wedding, that is a red flag. Let me say
they
this.
got mad at me, either way. I didn't want to do nothing. I was like, I don't care. I just want the marriage to work. They wanted to have a wedding. So I had them plan it all. They was like, you don't want to have any say in anything. I said, I don't care. I just want the marriage to work. So they
Mm,
planned the food, they planned the decorations. The only thing I picked out was my dress.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
I think it was
it
more
is.
it was more I think conducive when you had marriages when everybody kind of knew each other, right?
Yeah.
When you had people when you hear somebody saying that such and such is getting married, it was kind of like it's kind of like okay, about time they starting to do this, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
people were excited to be able to help them celebrate the marriage. And so it was, and everybody kind of like, even if they didn't know each other, like we used to dance.
Yeah.
That right there, we lost that art right there. I know my My damn marriage, the wedding, what do they call it, reception?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That shit turned into a damn cabaret, man. People didn't even want to leave, man. It was just that fun. I was gone after 2 hours. We was going on our honeymoon. They
I
was still there partying. They got
JT,
video and everything, bro. I was like, damn, I missed all that, huh?
I had
But
a
yeah,
chance to sit down with this old dude who been married for 50 years. And he told me something that like changed how I thought about weddings. He said, hey son, he used to call me son all the time. He said, hey son, if you spend more on your wedding than you did on your honeymoon, you have failed.
yeah, I
That's what
believe
he
that.
told me. And that like it stood that like that hit my heart. I was like, dang, we about to spend all this money on this wedding. I say, man, we going to Australia. So we went to Australia. Me and my wife went to Australia. You had a good time. He said, because the honeymoon is for y'all. The wedding is for them. So you need
Yeah.
to spend more money on what y'all gonna do. And that was just dope. We had a dope time.
So, Eda, man, we also had people in our family who know how to follow instructions too. I came home to get married, right? So
Yeah.
the last thing I need is some damn appliances and shit like that. So we had a wedding, and on the invitation it said, they called it a wishing well, right? So it was
Yeah.
basically money. Everything was basically money. The majority of my ancestors that's gone now, they
Mm-hmm.
were there. My grandmother and all of her brothers and sisters were there. My wife at the time, all of her elders were there. They
That's
all
dope.
was giving. Man, we had a lot of fucking money, right? Because I was a military guy, and they followed the instructions. Now you don't have that anymore, right? You don't
Yeah.
have like all of this. I don't remember doing anything for the wedding other than showing up.
Oh, that's what's up. You had a community around you. So
Yeah, and I wasn't. I just came home to visit.
yeah, I think that's what we should do. Like, if you study other cultures, and I'm not saying other cultures are right, they give a lot of money at the wedding. They like, hey, let us really give them a financial head start, right?
Hey, I got a
Yes, sir.
bag. I got a bag at mine. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie, I got a bag at mine.
Yeah, no, we don't want no appliance. We don't want no blenders. We don't want no rugs. Listen,
Toasters and
we
shit. Nah,
if
keep all that.
if we go start doing weddings right, at the end of that, if you got special, if 500 people show up to your wedding, 300 people show up to your wedding, you should be able to make a down payment on a house.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should be like you supposed to be able to have money to kind of leverage to be able to push that wedding into a level of success. Y'all shouldn't be going back to y'all apartment
Yeah.
after
Right.
after that wedding. So I think if we gonna do the weddings, how about let's make it normal? Like, hey man, you come this wedding, it's $100. Like you supposed to bring at least a bill just to come. What that
Yeah.
look like? 500 people bring $100 at the minimum.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's
Yeah.
so beautiful. Like you just said, you can at least put a down payment on a house or whatever it is. Like we didn't live together until after we were married. She just graduated from college, and I had my military career, and I was overseas, so I had to come back from overseas to get married.
Oh yeah, you
And then
wanted
I
her,
went
bro.
back.
You came back from
Yeah,
overseas.
so
You
I
came
wasn't
to
I wasn't taking
R
no
and R.
toasters and blenders and shit like that. I wasn't taking none of that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool that we still had our elders that were still there, and they understood. And most of my elders were all married. All of them were. Every one of them were.
That's dope.
So yeah, and no longer here now. I said, damn.
And I do think married people are supposed to influence their friends to get married.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the
It's
time it do.
Yeah, if your
but it.
goal is to get married, you need to have like-minded people around you. You need to have married friends around you so that you could kind of acclimate and see what's going on, what to do, what not to do too, you know.
Yeah.
That's an example as well. But
But
I think
Summer,
if
that's
that's
what
your goal, you should have married people around you.
Summer, that's why I thought it was so crazy when they were saying that men don't influence other men. I think majority of men get married because other men influence them to do it.
Yeah. you get a chance to see how they operate in their marriage. Being in the military, man, it was like one of the most that I've seen married guys, and they were successful in their career, right? But they were different when they were married because it was a whole lot different trying to maintain a marriage, right? Especially when you have that type of a lifestyle where you're not always there.
Hey, I
So
hate it. I
it,
hated JT being under a first sergeant and a commander that was single. It was the
yeah,
worst unit to be in. If he
yeah,
was married and he had something to go home to, we knew COB was at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Let that dude
yeah.
been single, man. You was been there about 7 o'clock at night, twiddling your thumbs, not doing anything. So I
His
like
ass always there.
yeah,
He
he
ain't got
there
nothing to go home
early.
to.
Yeah, he there early, he there late. And so as a young man, like it impacted me about marriage. I was like looking at this guy and I seen this guy, he was so happy. And I remember his wife used to come up there, like First Sergeant Williams' wife used to come up there every day at 12 o'clock and bring him lunch, right? And like I don't care who was in trouble, you knew that you need to get in trouble before his wife got there. Cause by the time his wife got there, by the time she left after they had lunch, he wasn't mad no more, right?
Yeah.
And then 4 o'clock come, we'll see her pulling up in her little BMW. It's like she used to come get her husband. So we knew, it was like, oh, we see that BMW pull up, JT. We like, oh yeah, it's time for us to go home. Then we got Captain Smith. Captain Smith just came from the 82nd and he was not mad, but we was doing field problems. I was like, hold up, bro. Like, does somebody love you? Like, we gotta find somebody to love you because you're doing too much right now.
Yeah, single, he done. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
Y'all always doing some shit.
Talking about the mission readiness. So I'm like, no, I need you to go get that testosterone out your system with this mission readiness stuff.
Well, and you get a chance to see also where your support is with your wife, right? Because this is when you know that you have somebody that like you or don't like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's gonna go over and beyond. It can be what I mean, when I hear what I hear now and I see what I see now, man, it's hard for me to believe that there's that many women that are just, they don't care. They don't even. I don't think they want to get married.
Media. I still think it's social media because like I still see couples like holding hands, because place that I go, other couples go. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like a paint and sip night is in my city ain't full of a whole bunch of single people. It's a whole bunch of like couples, and like I'm seeing people like playing. I see people putting paint on each other. Like I see people like really vibing and having a good time, JT. But what I realized, I say single people don't really get exposed to this. They really don't. And so that's just my thing. I just don't think it's as bad as we think it is. But it is toxic people out there. See, when I say that, people trying to say like I'm trying to paint like the majority of the people like these couples that I'm seeing in these rooms. No, 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 no. But I still do see people look like they have fulfillment in marriage still in 2026.
Yeah, we get a chance to see it. I know over here in Detroit, and I know Pete Smurf know what I'm talking about when I talk about stepping and ballrooming. Like when we do go out, it's always going to be couples that's going to be there because the type of dance it is a couples dance. So you always going to see couples doing stuff. Like I said, I went camping, and it was a steppers group that was from Indiana, Chicago, and some people were from Ohio, but it was a lot of couples that was there. So it's a big influence when you see people doing that, man. It's a huge influence when you're married or you're thinking about being married and you do a lot of couple shit.
Yeah.
You just have a better outlook on your relationship with that person.
Yeah, I agree.
I think boredom is what kills a lot of people because I'll be damned, I'm not about to argue over no goddamn chores, man.
Yeah.
We ain't about to have all that shit going on. Especially if one of the things I like having is a woman that's a neat freak.
Yeah, I got you.
You know,
But
she likes her stuff clean, so she already have it. I don't have to worry about all that shit when it comes
JT,
down
I,
to
I
it.
I never understood these chores when they got teenage kids in the house.
I'm really pissed off when I hear people arguing about some goddamn children. You got
I'm
teenage
like,
kids. That
you
shit is
got a
some
six,
bullshit.
you got a 16-year-old daughter. Y'all two arguing about who gonna wash the dishes. You need to tell
Right.
that daughter to like. So I think those are like the conversations we don't have. They be like, who? They be like, who washed the dishes? My kids wash the dishes. What you mean? We teaching them how to be adults. Who clean the bathroom? So like this idea that these women are in these roles where they doing all of these domestic tasks.
Yeah,
Come
that
on now,
shit is
that's not.
crazy. That
Yeah,
shit is wild.
it's not true, right?
Like, I got 3 dishwashers.
What you say? Like I said, and they
I got a
rotate. So
vacuum. I got a person to vacuum. I got a person to mop. I got a person to. We ain't even doing all them damn. Hell no.
yeah, so that's like the thing is like it's like a shared load thing, you know. It's not like and I get it if you and if it's just you and the woman there, but most people got kids. Like
Yeah,
most people are doing these things. So
for
that's it,
sure.
man. It's just some of the things that yes, it's some chaotic couples out there. It's something, and I think they haven't figured out their flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When we start talking
yeah.
about when you start understanding like your flow, like because I think like when we talk about the bored woman, giving them something to look forward to can kind of quench that boredness. So, for example, the date night, kind of what we talking about, going out and doing these things. Hey, I know you're bored right now, but hey, guess what? Next Wednesday or next Friday, we gonna be doing X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. We
Yeah,
got a
most
couple.
definitely.
You want to read those 2 super chats we got?
We got my man. The first one was that was Construct Icon right there. He gave a membership. And on the membership, he says, "Keep on rising to the top, brother. Shine." And then he gave a $10 super chat. He said, "I'm dropping a dime piece because we are beautiful people. We just read to get what? We just read to get
It together.
it together for better or for worse." Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
got.
Ready to get it. Okay, I got you, bro. Most
It.
definitely, man. Shout out.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like for better, for worse. What is that? Like your worst shouldn't be. I think your worst supposed to be like illness. Your worst. It shouldn't be like these petty arguments that I'm hearing people argue about. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, better or worse. What it's saying is that we just gonna ride with each other, and whatever we need to figure it out. It may take some time for us to figure it out, but this is what we're here for the long haul. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Better or worse can mean a lot of different things. Sickness and health is that also, but better or worse can be a whole bunch of things. That it's just things that's put in front of us, the challenges that's in front of us.
I
You
think
know.
people don't. I think people don't ask the question: Is can I deal with? Can I deal with her worst, or can I deal with his worst? Because we are humans. See, I know we got this idea that we want this person that we looking across for to be this perfect human, right? Or this person that do everything exactly how we want them to do it, right? I expect humans to be humans. Now, do that give people license, JT, to go out and do wrong? That's not what I'm saying. But I expect my wife to make mistakes, and I hope that she give me enough grace that I'm gonna make some mistakes. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna get it right every time. And I think when I hear these conversations online, people like, well, if she do this, everybody got these deal breakers, right? And deal breakers tells me it's only a matter of time before y'all get divorced.
It is. That deal breaker stuff is, I look at it like this. A deal breaker means that the only thing that I can see a deal breaker actually being is when you have to deal with physical abuse, right? And even verbal abuse. But other than that, it goes to what you just said. Sometimes you got to see, once you start seeing the worst of that person and you see the best of that person, things will start getting better into your relationship. But you got to go for the long haul. You don't know. You just don't know. That's the gamble of being with that person. But a lot of people just want it all to be, good.
Yeah,
No,
but
you gotta see the crust of that motherfucker. You still gotta love him through that bullshit.
but
You gotta
but
love him
like
through that bullshit.
the physical violence you was talking about, I feel like that's the young people stuff, right? I don't see no old people beating on each other. Like for the most part, the old people usually get that out the system, but that's like a young married people stuff, right? But I think that this is part of the vetting process. That's the conversation is, hey, check this out. I'm never gonna put my hands on you. You never gonna put my hands on you. Like those are things like, can we agree to these things? And I'm not saying that people gonna always keep their agreements, right? But that's the first thing is, hey, we keep our hands to ourselves. Hey, second thing is we don't call each other out on each other name.
Yeah.
Like, hey, at no point I should feel like I gotta call you any name other than your name. Now I can talk
Yeah.
to what I felt that you did wrong. I can correct your behavior, but I should never have to be so angry that I call you something that I can't take back. Right?
Yeah.
When you start talking about name calling. So I think these are like little principle things that people should sit down to and have those conversations.
Yeah.
I think you should see your spouse mad before you get married.
Yeah. And sometimes it takes the conflict for us to even know that, that part is there. Like you said, normally when you have boundaries like that, maybe you have to experience it, and then when you come back to each other and you say, well, listen, I I don't like you calling me out of my name.
Mm-hmm.
And and then the vow will be, I would never do that again. So normally it's funny, like with women, women always have a pet name for us. We have our pet name for them, whether it's boo or baby or whatever. Normally when a woman get mad at you or she feels some kind of way, she just start calling you your government name.
Yeah.
You
Or
don't
your
get no
middle name.
name, you're
Or
right.
your middle name. It's like how your middle name, she really upset. But
Right.
not that's all I'm saying is I think that when people start talking about having a successful relationship, just having some of these ground rules. Hey, as we enter into this relationship, we don't put our hands on us. Like, because I do think that if people can stop the physical violence, right, and people can stop the verbal imbalance, you can go the distance. All the rest of the stuff you can make it through.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds crazy, but if you can get rid of physical and verbal balance, like everything you can think about, I don't know JT said that might be hard for some men to think that everything else, I think you can make it through, but that be the deal breaker, quote unquote, that people can't make it through, that they got a black eye or she calling him something totally different.
Oh no, I listen. I've heard many testimonies, bro. Like especially you see people being married for 40 and 50 years, and they tell you some of the stories. You be like, whoa, they done had some drag out fights before. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely goes to the point of where did they evolve from? Evidently, it wasn't a deal breaker, right? Or maybe it was a deal breaker for a while, and they corrected it or whatever. It's just that journey of marriage, man. It just goes from one to the next. Like I said, I done seen my parents. I got front row seats to seeing how a marriage literally goes from beginning to end. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I see the journey that they went through. I remember my parents, they were married 2 years before they had me. I'm the oldest. And I just remember my parents at 30, at 29 and 30 years old. And I've also seen them at 40. And I also seen them at 50. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I also seen them at 60 and 70. That's crazy to be able to journal your parents' growth
Yeah.
and being married. And that's all. My father was all my mama knew. They got married at 18.
But that
18.
I think, but you seen that, and some of you seen what right looked like, and then there's so many people out there who ain't never seen that. Their parents they saw some women that seen they mama had Jerry came through there, then Tom came through there,
Yeah.
then Michael came through there, right? And so now they trying to say, how do I start seeing this picture perfect vision that JT had to see? And they start trying to guess and put these things together. So this is why I believe this. I know a lot of people disagree with it. Most new married couples should have older mentors who've been married for 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
40 years, like someone who's seasoned. Because that was the best thing. I remember when me and my wife did premarital counseling. We was in love. We thought we knew everything. When young folks think they know everything, they start asking us questions that it started like me and my wife started like we wasn't arguing because me and my wife don't argue, but it was like some disagreements. Like we was disagreeing. I was like, hold up. I thought we was aligned in a lot of these things, and then when we really started talking those things out. I just believe somebody who done been through the trenches know the future of what's gonna happen. They done been there before, and I think so many people are so ego driven that they like, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do in my marriage. Especially I hear that with men a lot. Oh, I know what I know. And I said, you don't know what you just don't know.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. You don't know what you don't know. And for someone to be able to guide you guys through it, especially when it comes down to being at odds with each other and have to deal with certain conflict. And a lot of times, I'm going to tell you, sometimes you don't even know what the real underlying problem is. It's just the fact that you guys been dealing with each other for a while. And, the communication is not, you try to communicate, but sometimes it's just not that. It's kind of like one of those things where you be like, somebody can tell you, they be like, no, y'all gonna get into some type of an argument. And you be like, nah, no, we ain't gonna never get in arguments. When you first meet, you don't think it'll ever get to that point. But then when you start seeing another side of that person, you get a chance to respect it. You get a chance, especially when you go through whatever it is you go through, and then you get through it. Man, that's the best. Making up is probably a beautiful thing sometimes, man. It's a song called Break Up to Make Up. It's because sometimes it just has to happen. You know what I'm saying? It just has to happen. You end up being way more honest with each other the more that you guys have the type of conflict. Like you said, you don't know that they think a different way until y'all have the conversation, and you be like, I didn't even know you felt that way. It kind of surprises you, but most people will end up not liking another person, and they get totally turned off because the person think a certain way and they didn't know that they did, and that's a deal breaker for them. Like, damn, you don't even like that person.
And the best thing is we're individuals. You got a brain, that person got a brain too. So have that expectation that y'all brains are gonna be linked like y'all twins. It's crazy.
Just doesn't happen that way. My uncle's wife, man, she just passed away. I think they were married for 45 years, man, and it's one of those things where I just be like, and he been taking care of her for a while. She had cancer, and she succumbed to cancer this afternoon. And my uncle has to get everything together now, and it's like when I see these people losing their spouses after being with them a long time, man, that's a journey itself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when I tell people that better or worse, rich or poor, to death parts you and all of that shit, man, those vows, you need to take them very seriously. Very, very seriously. And a lot of people don't understand that the end of a marriage, the way that we envision it would be to death parts us. It's not an easy thing. It's not you know what I'm saying? That's not like it's something that you get out of that. You losing somebody. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that you've been having going on through this journey with for a very long time. So you got to deal with that.
Yeah.
And
especially the hardest part about that, typically when you deal with something like that, they are the person that you turn to get through it.
Yep.
And people, I think a lot of people just don't understand that the person that have been always the person you could talk to and help you through all the issues you don't have for the last 30, 40 years of your life. Now that person's not even there to help you grieve like that's the toughest things that people don't understand. Is remember I was looking at this study was saying that like when a spouse died, like when a man loses his wife, he's not that far behind. It's like a study that talks about that. It's just because that been his rock, and once that rock is gone, how do you stand? It's one of the hardest things.
It's like a surreal feeling Like I'm still my father has been gone for what 3 years now. My mom still has to deal with that. And
Yeah.
she says like it's like a dream that I can't wake up from because they've been there pretty much all their life. She's been with him longer than without him. Like I said, they were married at 18. So they've been knowing each other since they were 14 years old. And they're the same age. My mother is only a month older than my father. So for that to happen, the thing was that when things are in divine order, you just have to go with it because guess what? Me and my brothers take care of my mama with no question, right? My father left her some kids, and for all of the things that they've done in their marriage, and for us and all those different things, it's going to always pay back because now she's here without her spouse. What? She ain't gonna just jump out there and start trying to date people and shit like that. That shit don't even seem surreal. That don't even seem real to her. Like I don't even know what I'm supposed to do now, right? So, and the only people she do have to talk to is me, him, and she probably got some friends or whatever. But that's what we have to look, forward to, folks. That's what marriage is basically about. So it's always about being dutiful. It's always about being a person that has purpose in the not just the marriage, but in your community. Like you got kids and stuff like that, man. And that's what y'all doing. Y'all have to guide them to a point where they can be adults and be able to, do what you guys are doing and things like that. It's not an
Yeah.
easy thing.
And I think too, just the death of, like I said, a spouse is. Yeah, I think people don't understand sharing spaces with somebody for so long, and that's like a void in the space. It's not
Yeah.
like it's bad to lose a sister, it's bad to lose a mother, but y'all typically kind of separated spaces from a long time ago, right? They're
Yeah.
not even like it's almost like something had to happen for you to remember them. But
Yeah.
imagine, like I know people who lost their spouse. That, and then the closet is still the same. Their clothes still you know what I'm
They
saying?
can't
Like
move on. Yup.
they can't even sleep on that side of the bed. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like people don't understand how deep like from a psychologist point. I mean psychology. I mean from a psycho point, like whatever, a mental point of view that just impact them so long. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's beautiful. It's tragic but beautiful. You know that you can make it to the end of that life with that person, and to be able to do it. But I gotta get us from JT. You know we could talk all night about
No
this,
doubt.
man.
No doubt, man.
But
Most
this is dope
definitely.
conversation. I like this conversation because I believe a lot of people, um, like I said, I understand why people are cautious when it comes down to marriage because there's
Mhm.
some fools out there. Like we
Yeah.
can't neglect that. But it is a beautiful side. Like I remember like my grandfather, when my grandfather he was like on his last legs, and when he took his final breath, just having that woman there to hold his hand through that moment. You know what I'm saying? Having like
Mhm.
his wife there to just be in a situation that she's like, I got you to my last breath, your last breath. It was one
Yeah.
of the most magical things I ever seen. And one of the
Yeah.
hardest times of our lives, it was just one of those things that they made it.
They made
So
it, and then you just gotta let them go. You gotta let them go, and that's why I do believe in a higher power. That's why I do believe in God.
yeah,
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I've seen that. I mean, my grandfather, my grandmother, not my grandfather, my great grandfather.
yeah,
Um, my great grandmother died. He died a year later, and the dog they had died right after that. And a lot
mm,
of people were saying that he died of a broken heart. He didn't die of a broken heart. He didn't
yeah,
die of a broken heart. He died because his purpose was done and he didn't have to fight anymore. Right?
yeah,
They both died. Like my grandfather died, I think he was 101 or something like my great grandfather.
mm-hmm,
I think he was like 101, 102, something like that. Hey man,
mm-hmm,
he always thanked God for being able to have that woman in his life. So yeah, that's what we have to look forward to, people. That's why we have to pass it down to our children. Most definitely, man. But it was a great conversation, bro. Most
yeah. I
definitely,
think we got
man.
a couple super chats before we get out. I thought I
Oh,
saw
okay.
two more. And
Let's- Go ahead,
just
you sir.
yeah, man, but I just say like if we can find that, JT, if we can find what, and I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, I'm saying it might be one of the hardest things we do in our life. But if we can find what our grandparents had, is it worth it? And this is why I'm hopeful to keep looking. And
Yeah,
that's why I found my wife.
absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely worth it, man. Most definitely. I think it is, you know. But yeah, man, I especially you being married. How long you guys been married now?
I think we were right at 8 years. Right, babe? 8? 8 in December.
Yeah, man.
So,
And
yep,
you guys are
approaching that 8 year.
building, bro. You guys are building, man. Keep doing it. Your kids get a chance to be the beneficiaries from it.
Yeah.
And just make it as strong as possible. Make that relationship y'all have as strong as possible, and let it, you know what I'm
And,
saying, shine over everybody. Like you said, you got friends and everybody. I'm pretty sure you have friends that actually look at how you guys work with each other, being married and stuff like that. And it's probably very inspirational to them too. So
yeah.
yeah,
And
most
then
definitely.
I think how I look at it is, thank God, I didn't give up at year 1, 2, 3. So some people, it's like they get in the suck and they say, hey, it's always going to be this way. Like, and this might be somebody who watching us that's married. Like, just hold on. Because, like, people don't understand how time for you guys to really start meshing together and really kind of being in a vibe that it's just magical. But
Yeah.
most people, they give up too soon when it comes down to their relationship.
Yeah, and I think they be knowing it too.
Yeah.
I think when they going through it, I think they know that maybe I did too. I'm doing too much, right? They put all
hmm
that effort into breaking up and stuff like that. And I think that they do understand that they probably just need to stick together. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they end up making decisions that they know that they're going to regret, but
Hey,
they just,
JT, I used
yeah,
to
go ahead.
ask this question all the time, JT. This is my favorite thing to ask divorcees. I used to say, hey, knowing what you knowing now, could y'all made it work? Could y'all figured it out? And I'm gonna tell you, JT, this can be anecdotal, but 80 to 90% out of 10 people I asked, 8 of them said we could have figured it out.
Yeah.
8 of them, like 8 of them said, hey, we could have figured it out. What we was tripping about really wasn't no big deal. Now it's some people who's like, I couldn't deal with that person like that. Like it's
Right.
like 20%. They said it's no way. It's no way in the world we could have made it work, right? So it
Yeah.
is the 20. But the majority of the people I ask, it's like, yeah, when I really think back on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, was that like a big, like, 'cause most of the time people separate for like petty stuff. Like, it's not
Yeah.
really like you look back in, I think when people look back in their 40s and 50s, that's like, I was tripping about that. And so you know how you know it's petty? If you don't remember why.
If you don't
If
remember why, you know that
it was
you could have
petty.
got past it. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. You could have got past that. No doubt about it, brother.
So
Most
yeah,
definitely.
I just think we gotta leave this microwave society and get back to the oven society.
No doubt
Let us
about it.
cook. Let the
Yep.
relationship cook. So
Yep. And go through it. That's it, man.
mhm.
Construct Icon. He said, my parents been together since 14 and 50 years still. Absolutely, bro. And he had another one that said, love is a gift and a curse, but more of a gift. It's definitely a gift. I don't think that love, you can curse anybody with love. If you actually know that love is to do what's good for the better, you know what I'm saying? With the overall. So that's why we could talk about with our kids and our spouse, we can exude what love actually is when we are doing the things that we need to do that's dutiful. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's just what it is. Me just being like, I love you because I adore you and because you fine and all of that stuff. It's way deeper than that. It's so much more deeper than that, man. And a lot of people understand what it really means when they lose it.
Yep.
Man, you
And
lose it,
I
you be like, oh no.
and I say, JT, I was gonna go through stuff single or married. It's better to
Mhm.
do it with somebody. Like the idea that I'm gonna resolve myself from going through stuff because now I ain't got man. Stuff gonna happen. We know that's gonna happen. Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
cool if you had a loyal teammate on your side?
Somebody that you can just trust 100. Oh man, it's just it's a dope thing. It's a dope thing, bro. But all right, man. Trey, are you up? If he's not up, we just gonna go ahead and just close it out here. I try to call him, make sure
Yeah.
he close out the show.
Do you think what Construct says sometimes love hurt? Do you agree with that?
The loss of it hurts, but
The loss of it.
nah, yeah, the loss of love probably will hurt, but nah, I know for a fact that when someone loves me, that shit just does not hurt. Now, can it be uncomfortable the things that they do that to
Yeah.
show that they love me? Hell yeah.
But
Sometimes
that's
you
not
don't
love.
see it.
That's the human side of them.
Yeah, that's the
It's
it's like yeah, it's those type of things. You know, some people think they have to correct you, and that could be a part of what they feel is love, but it still can be uncomfortable.
yeah.
But yeah, the hurt part, I think the loss of love can really, really hurt. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it's something it's something to consider. I'm not really. I'm just saying right off the top of my head, I just don't think so. But
Yeah.
you know,
All right, brother. Let me get up out of here, man. Great conversation, man.
all right, E man, I will talk to you later, man.
All right.
Most definitely. All right
All right.
now. Yeah. All right, folks, we about to get up out of here. I'm gonna call Trey, wake him up, and let him know that the show is over. Thank everybody for coming up here. And we will see you guys later. Pretty sure tonight he's gonna do another show. So, all right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Take T. Yeah, well. All right, there y'all. We just thank you. Well, I have strength. Thank you for your many blessings. Extend these blessings to our friends, our family, to our loved ones, everybody we're connected to. I would just thank you for prosperity and for you just keep elevating our lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yeah, he added another spirit. He's crazy. JT. Say it again. Man, we gonna keep going. What you talking about? Hey, we gonna run it back here, you mean? We're gonna start the show off from the beginning. Here you talking about? No, for real. All right, that's a bit, man. Everybody sleep, man. All right, bet.